Welcome to another episode of Debauchery and Dragons, your
Woohoo!
D&D 5th edition live podcast, coming to you through Twitch this evening, or, if you're listening to this later on, through our podcast feed, however you might be listening to it. Okay, this evening we have with us, as Calica, Tabby Ray Miller.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good New Year so far.
As Heartstone Bottom, we have Josh Schwartz.
Hey, everybody.
And as Sally Silvertoes, we have Todd White.
Hello, hello, hello.
Unfortunately, we will not have our mighty Atrax with us this evening. Kip is unable to join for now. Maybe he'll pop in later on. We'll just assume that he is so into studying the Journal of the Priest of Malar that he decided to completely ignore you guys throughout this campaign.
Yeah, you got to do is we must do research.
Yeah, exactly. So, without him here, the odds of you guys dying does go up a little bit, unfortunately, but we'll see how it goes for you. We'll see what happens.
Well, now that I have more than 15 hit points.
Do we have any volunteers to recap where the party currently is? Maybe do a bit of an overall view and then a more immediate view. Going once, going twice, going three times. All right. Everybody roll a d20. Oh, natural 20 from someone. Josh.
Boom.
Hart has natural 20.
Good or bad?
Todd has a 10, and
Good,
Tabby
'cause
has
I got a
19. Low score has to do it. So we're going to go with Sally Silvertoes. Give us an update as to what's going on with the party, a broad overview, and a more specific recently.
Let's see. The broad picture is that many days ago, we're really unsure of the time, we were each scooped up through a series of extraordinary events from various parts of the Forgotten Realms and awoken within a chamber. In a deep dungeon, chained in some type of anti-magical elements. Through keen spellcraft and our wits, we escaped earlier than the mighty DM anticipated, hence running around naked armed with just kobold weapons and some kobold armor as we escaped as a mighty dragon crashed into the place that we were, fleeing for a meager lives, we ran into the woods, stumbled across a Shrine of Malar, which we investigated for our first real combat encounter, where we encountered some twig blights and other creatures, which whooped my ass into submission, knocking me unconscious as the first official party casualty. But I lived. Woo-hoo. So we made it through that, stumbled across a Furbolg village that was being attacked by some type of weird creature. In the middle of that, the party had a dream sequence or a wish or something odd happened that pulled them to another part of the realms for our Christmas special, which we won't even go into that. We'll just let you listen to that podcast and enjoy yourself. Waking up from that, we followed and we'll drill down now. We followed the danger into a lost temple of Malar, where we battled were-bats. Some of us were possessed by some evil temple or evil statue of Malar. We explored the crypt. Some of us were anxious to leave early, Tabby, and others of us decided to continue to push, where we stumbled across a hole in the wall, which was very interesting. And of course, we had to see what laid beyond the hole. And while creeping into said hole, it led into a large chamber, and we stumbled across a Kuatoa raiding party, which at first we thought we can handle this mightily, but things happened, and a rather large assortment of Kuatoa came charging up the passageway, which we decided to exit stage right. So we fled for little lives, escaped back into the subterranean temple that was previously explored by a dwarven clan of adventurers, whose name I just forgot. But we did find some loot. We explored it as best we could. We probably missed a couple of areas, but we decided just to rack it back to the Furbolg village after rescuing a couple children, as well as the Furbolg elder Fergus. And we found the captain of the guard, Kahira, and we brought them back to the village to recuperate, where we did indeed rest. We were given some things by the Furbolgs as a reward, some very nice kilt-type enchanted items that would assist with our armor class. We were able to get a short bow for our rogue and we eagerly await the next part of the journey.
There you go. That's pretty much it. So,
You're amazing.
where you guys are currently at is just as Ty was saying. You were sleeping the night away. The Furbolgs, if you remember, had informed you guys that they would have to leave the village. They were going to be unlocking some ancient druidic magic within the village to strengthen their defenses, basically keep themselves alive, because they are so weakened at the moment from the werebat attacks over the past year. And they told you that you could spend the night there, you could get a good long rest, but you would have to leave in the morning. So while the three of you are sleeping overnight, Atrax actually decided to stay awake, and was reviewing the journal from the high priest. He had already gotten his long rest. He'd been back in the village for a while now. He went back with the 2 Furbolg adults that you guys saved. You guys saved, if you remember, Fergus and, if I can remember the name of the other one here.
Kahira.
Ooh, I wrote it.
Yeah, Kahira. Fergus and Kahira.
Woohoo! Inspiration point for me. Rock on.
Yeah, go for it. Inspiration point for Sally on that. Kahira being the 54-year-old female captain of the guard for the Furbolgs, and Fergus being the current elder of the Furbolg village at a very old age of all 26, because all the other adults have been murdered. Anyways,
Yes.
as Atrax is going through his journal, he notices 2 things taking place. He notices the sound of chanting, and he also notices 2 of the young teenage Furbolgs go running hurriedly by in the opposite direction of the chanting. So he got up and decided to go towards the chanting, as opposed to seeing where the 2 young Furbolgs the teenage Furbolgs were running off to. And what he found was that in the center of the village, the main hut was closed off with 2 other different Furbolgs standing guarding from it. Again, young ones, because all the adults are dead. And he approached. He didn't recognize what the chanting was. He didn't recognize the language. And he was informed that that Fergus and Kahira were actually inside the hut. And they were basically summoning the ancient powers of the Furbolg village, unlocking the druidic magic that exists within this place. He also noticed, as he was standing there, that the walls of the hut itself were growing and moving, and there were thorns growing out of the walls. So he could actually see it becoming stronger before his very eyes. He was basically told by the young Furbolgs that, hey, you should just go back to your hut for the remainder of the evening that you were staying in, and in the morning you guys will have to depart. And that's what he did. He just decided to go back to his hut, and that's where things are left up. So morning arrives, and the sun's coming up, and you guys, I'm assuming, wake up. And what do you want to do? You're in the hut. They gave one of the huts from one of the former adults to you guys for you to stay in while you were there.
We had a simple map given to us as well, right?
We did.
Absolutely.
The dwarven trading outpost.
You know what? I can probably, let's see. I did share it with all you guys. Let me see if this works or not.
Yeah.
Show to players.
Yep.
It did work.
Oh, cool. You guys can see the map. Hey, cool. That actually worked for a change. Usually doesn't.
Magic.
Let's see if I can make it any bigger or not. A little bigger. Is that bigger for you guys?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The dwarven mining outpost.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yeah, so this is the map that you guys got from the chef, Antonio, who arrived and left while you guys were up in the Temple of Malar. Clearing that out. He met up with, you guys met him in your dream way back when, and then he also met up with Atrax in the village when Atrax got back, and he gave this map to Atrax. It's a rough map of the area. You guys are currently in what's called Debauchery on the map there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I don't know if I can ping on there or not. I can't. Hey, there we go. Can you guys see that?
No.
Don't really make any better.
No,
whatever. Anyways, yeah, but you guys are currently in Azari, and talking with the information that Atrax got while talking to Chef Antonio before the chef left. The chef showed up, basically got his supplies that he wanted to get, and took off real quick afterwards.
Right.
wanted to get out of the area. He actually had a couple of bodyguards with him. A couple of, not bodyguards per se, but a couple of individuals that are traveling with him. It's not like he was out there by himself.
Right.
And what he told you was that his recommendation was heading towards the Dwarven mining outpost.
Right.
The path there, it's not a modern road per se, but it is a well-worn path, well-known path. As far as things go, basically the dwarves maintain half of it, and the furbolgs, when they were in power, maintain the other half of it. To the north, he told you, is where the horse lords are found. And you could go that way, but it's basically endless plains up there. It's not what he would recommend. It isn't. It's just what's up there.
Yeah.
Dothraki
up there.
Basically. And to the south are the majority of the main settlements in this area. The main cities in this area are what you would find down there. However, if you go directly south, you're going to have to go through the largest part of the woods. Basically, this great wild wood that you're within the middle of. If you wanted to go due south. Potentially you guys could get to the rivers and maybe make a rough raft of some kind if you wanted to, but they're not really flowing that well yet. If you remember, we're in the fall type season right now in this region, so there's no snow melt coming off the mountains or anything like that, so the rivers aren't at their highest level. Some of them might be passable, some of them might not be passable. And then back to the east would be the direction you guys came from. The original, keep where you were imprisoned and you escaped from. So
I'm
it's
check
you
out
guys.
the horse people. I'm just kidding. I just think it'd be cool to see.
It's an option. Their holy ground is actually up there. He would have told you that that's the first thing you guys will come to is actually the sacred land of the horse lords. You would have to cross through in order to get to the Great Plain itself. It's actually a very fertile land, but it's also very, very highly protected and considered sacred. So,
well, do you guys have any idea? We haven't really had a time to sit and compare notes on why we were captured or what the deal was, or
that's true.
Anything. What are your guys' thoughts on any of that?
Well, first, just to respect them, I think we should leave, and we can get into further discussion once we do so.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you guys just want to stop right outside in like a clear area, if it's nice, and then talk about what we want to do.
That sounds like a plan.
Works.
all right, cool. Yeah. So if you guys step outside the hut, basically what you'll see is Connor's hanging out right there as though he's waiting for you guys. He's been up for a little while, and he was kind of waiting to say goodbye to you guys because he's interacted with you. Him and his sister are both hanging out there when you walk outside. More broadly, what you notice is the village itself has changed overnight. Whereas before, you guys had, basically the image that's shown here, more or less. It was a little overgrown, but it was very picturesque, very calming, you could say. It is not that way anymore. Now you have not overwhelming, but a great sense of dread that you get from being inside the village and outside. You see thorns growing out of everything now. You can, as you watch stuff, if you look at something at some of the walls closely, you'll actually see them moving a little bit, slightly back and forth. Everything looks much more dangerous than it did before you went to sleep. So Connor will greet you guys absolutely. Greetings. Good to see that you're awake. I was going to come and wake you up any moment now. It's time for you four to depart. I hate to leave you like this, but it is not going to be safe here in the village. They unlocked our druidic protections overnight, and they are quickly taking hold of this place. The four of you need to leave very quickly.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Yeah. Thanks for all your help and
And the clothes.
And
the clothes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And the
You guys
clothes.
have your kilts. You're wearing your +1 leather armor.
It's
Or not
much
leather,
nicer.
it's woven plant that is equivalent to leather, basically.
Yeah.
But it looks snazzy. It looks very snazzy.
Yes. You have druidic colors now. Even though the village itself is not safe for you, other Furbolg tribes would recognize you. And if there were druids that you came around that were familiar with the furbolgs, they would recognize you as well. Basically you would be welcome, or more welcome than you typically would, wearing those colors.
So we're like in a gang.
Basically,
Nice.
yeah, you're in the furbolg druidic gang. Yeah.
Well, that's good though. If we encounter any other tribes, though, it'll sort of because they're a little antisocial.
Nice ears flashing.
And
Well, my friend Kamiko was on. She said she liked him, so
Nice.
figured I'd give her a little
I
show.
like it. All right. So you guys are gonna head out.
the ears are hidden.
They'll walk you out, and actually, as you're heading out, I'm assuming that you guys are gonna go out the west exit of the village. The village had multiple entrances and exits, if you remember. I'm assuming you guys are going out the west one.
Yeah, go west,
Okay,
young
yes.
man.
Yeah.
Yep,
Exactly.
Yep.
As you go out, one of the young druid comes up, running up, and whispers in Connor's ear, and then runs away again. And he's carrying a quarterstaff, and he runs back towards the wall, off in the distance. And Connor will tell you that, well, this is most disturbing. It appears that last night they had a visitor on the east gate.
Was it a fat cook?
It was not, unfortunately, it was not Chef Antonio with his wonderful cooking. Oh, how I love the cooking of Chef Antonio. No.
I've only heard. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was a half-elf of some rather rude nobility that demanded to be shown the 3 individuals that came from the east. He was refused at the gate, became rather irate, and I would imagine it's even more so since they fired several arrows at this individual as he ran off into the woods.
Half elf.
Did he give a name? Perchance.
He did give a name, as a matter of fact. He gave the name of Lord Karnak. And so they chased him off. They didn't get any further information from him. They didn't tell him that you were here, but that's really all that I was told just now. I don't know what to tell you guys other than be careful as you depart from here.
Which way did he head?
He was at the east gate, and they chased him off into the woods. Basically, they fired several arrows at him, missed him, and he vanished into the woods.
How was he dressed? Was he dressed in robes, armor, or a little of both? Chainmail, leather?
They described him as being dressed as nobility. So, Connor didn't get a whole lot of information from, as far as the furbolgs are concerned. It's a half elf, so really, one half elf might as well. They all look the same to the furbolgs.
I get that.
Is one minor
He
point.
had fancy clothing on, is basically what they'll tell you.
They're all super short.
Yeah. One more before we leave. Also, has there been any sightings of the Manticore?
No, there have not. Is what Connor will tell you. They have not seen the Manticore. Just the one sighting of it, basically flying off in the distance, and it hasn't been seen since.
All right, I thought it was off to the west.
It did go to the west, yes. You are correct. That's what they had told you originally, that shortly before you guys arrived, the Manticore was seen off in the distance, flying from east to west. Presumably the same one that you guys saw at the keep when you escaped.
I'll keep an eye on the skies.
Yeah.
That Manticore could have something in common with us.
It could. Maybe it's a friendly Manticore. You don't know. Just wants to give you a hug.
Yeah.
He wants to give you a permanent hug.
Yeah, he does. Little poison-tipped tail spine hug.
We'll let Calica figure that out.
I'm not a hugger.
All right, so
Sally,
you guys heading towards the gate, I'm taking it?
I like to hug.
Sally's a hugger.
As you guys approach the east gate, this has
I'm there.
changed also. The gate now, what was more of like what you guys recognize basically as a swinging gate originally that would allow you access to it, that no longer exists. It's now just a archway that's there, much smaller than what it was before. Still big enough that a furball could walk through it, but not nearly as large as it was. And so you guys walk up, and do you guys walk on through and head out into the wilderness?
Absolutely, we do.
Cool.
I don't think we want to go like too far, right? We
I'm
just
prepared.
wanna-
Right. And Cora will run up and give you one last hug, Heart, and say goodbye to you. You know, with a little tear in her eye. You can look up at her and, because she is taller than you despite being a 6-year-old kid.
She is. She pats me on top of the head.
Yeah.
She
Rubs
thinks
my
you're a
head.
little
Tells you to be safe. Tells you she'll miss you.
Pats me on my head.
Yeah, both of us actually. The
yeah,
gnome and
I
the
hope-
halfling, right?
And
Yeah.
as you guys walk out through the archway, they're on the backside, kind of waving goodbye to you, and you actually see the vines close up behind you. And the archway vanishes, and it's just a solid wall. As you look at the wall that's there, now besides the fact that it still looks like it's living vine, there's thorns on it everywhere. It appears as though it would be much more dangerous to try and climb this wall now than what it was originally when you guys came in.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was tough before.
Yeah.
So
Be nice to come back and visit sometime.
Yeah. Not in
they
the immediate
clearly have a
future.
sense that things are going to get worse and not better.
All right, so you guys are now out in the woods once more. And
We
let me
are.
grab,
Let's have a chat.
let me make sure I throw the right one up here. That should be. Yeah, I did it right way.
It's woodsy.
Is that? Can you guys see everything on there or not?
I just see a path with some trees and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I turned Fog of War on with this one or not. I guess I didn't.
Get rid of that map.
Let me go
Yeah.
ahead and let's see here. 1 second. Let me drop some Fog of War on this thing. As soon as I can remember how.
All right. Well, John, while you're doing that, we can start a little conversation about.
There we go.
So obviously, we were selected for something. Maybe not us specifically, but something about us.
Let's think
Like,
about it, though. It
maybe
wasn't
if
just
we
about
can-
us. Like, if you just think of the variety of everybody.
Yeah, there was a potpourri of good and evil creatures.
It's
Menagerie.
no longer
Yeah.
a melting pot. It's a potpourri. That's some serious shit.
It could be just that.
You guys are actually. Yeah, if you guys want, you can drop your characters even over in that
Okay.
area there.
Can
There's
you-
definitely no doubles of anything in the area.
So we can get rid of the map ourselves.
Yeah, you can probably close it out. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was
And
my bad.
I'll actually,
Am I there?
Todd, I'll let
It's
you
super hard to see.
control Atrax as far as moving him around the screen. I think I gave you control of his character already, anyways.
Okay.
Oh, I need to be smaller.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll shrink it down. All good.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I also need to adjust one other thing on here. I thought I got rid of it already, but I guess not.
Okay.
No, I did. Okay, so it's all good.
Nobody's heard of the of this Lord Karnak.
Karnak?
You can go ahead and roll for. Let's see. You can do an arcane, or actually, you can do a history roll for it to see if you've heard of him or not.
All right.
He's related to John Carmack, creator of
All things evil.
it's id company.
Or
Yes.
Cormac
Doom
McLagan
and,
from Harry Potter? No? Nobody?
Anybody?
When I thought of the name, I was like, this sounds vaguely familiar to me, but I'm going to go with it anyways.
Where'd my character sheet go?
Where am I? Oh, did you turn on Fog of War? Is that why I can't see anything?
I did turn on Fog of War, yeah, so you should be over on the right-hand side there, coming out.
John, what do you say? Roll what?
Roll for a history check to see if you recognize the name or not.
I got 15. We got 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to guess the middle of the picture. I don't
Art,
see anything.
Art, can you change your
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Can I change my what?
your person's name? Your character
Oh,
name?
in chat. Yeah.
So Calica and Hart, you do not recognize the name,
Dang.
unfortunately.
So much
Okay,
for thinking
I
a 15
have-
was good.
There's Mr. Atrax, who's
All right.
us.
Okay.
Come on, Sally. Do good work.
Here we go. Let's see.
Okay, and there's Sally. Cool. Man, go away. Let me turn off my email.
Okay, and that was a history check, correct?
Yep.
Whoa, what someone wanted to do.
15. That's no good either. Trust me.
All right,
Here,
yeah.
told
So
me.
you guys don't recognize the name at all.
Okay.
You are not familiar with anyone by the name of Lord Karnak.
Lord Karnak. No, I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, I can't figure out why there would be such a diversity of. I mean, wasn't there a Sphinx of some sort in there? There was the Naga. There was. No, I mean
the human monk.
What could be because we've already talked about this in the past, but we know that little girl that braceleted me was not a little girl. What's something that can shift or change? You both had that kind of experience, correct?
That could be a spell of some sort, not necessarily.
Okay.
The only creature I can think of is a doppelganger, which can pretty much change shape. But maybe it was meant for an arena type fight, where they pick different people to fight.
You wish.
Yeah.
You've already been told you're not a hero.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. I don't understand why. I get to go on the Christmas adventure. It hurts me.
Yeah, none of us were really that, renowned, powerful.
Right. I mean, I had
fighters.
I could barely hoard a sword.
No,
yeah. I was a message boy for a queen, so
yeah. It's I don't know.
I mean, can you guys think of a spell where you would need something of like, the frog hair of a and the claw from a tabaxi.
Necrotic magic.
And the bards singing, whatever. Nothing.
We do know that they're probably still after this. This Lord Karnak is probably associated with them. I'm assuming, since we know nobody else out here.
You said he was a half elf?
Yes, he is a half elf. That's what they said anyways, yeah. That's what the Furbolg told you.
Short person.
They recognized him as. Half elves aren't short necessarily in D&D.
Yeah, they're
probably a little bit. They're a little shorter than a normal human, but they're, compared to like the halfling and the gnome you have with you, they're taller. They'd be taller than them. I think half elves are usually like 5'6" or so.
So elves are normal height.
Elves are normal height, yeah. For some reason, half elf is a little bit shorter. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, not like a little forest pixie elf.
Nope, not like that. Not a fairy.
Not Keebler elves. I got it.
Nope, not a fairy. That's different.
Got it.
All right. So we need to.
All right, so let's walk and talk at the same time. What direction you guys want to go?
Yeah, we need to head towards the next area of
civilization.
That
mountain range. Yeah, we have that map. So.
Yeah. Is that where we're thinking it's going to be the best, is going through the mountain range?
I like that dwarven outpost because safety in numbers, knowledge, a lot of people possibly there. We can buy more goods that we need.
They'll probably they'll know that we have left the Furbolg village, and they're going to be looking for us there also. So I think it's our best option, but we need to be maybe not like going through the streets when we get there and shouting like,
right.
Hey, we got kidnapped.
We escaped. We saw this giant red dragon drop on top of a keep. There were space goblins everywhere.
I should be able to. Hart will be able to work his magic, try to get some information in the streets.
I too may know some things, so let's
maybe we can go there
already, but.
So you guys have been walking for about 2 hours now, and as you're walking and talking, not really paying a whole lot of attention around you, all of a sudden, tearing out of the forest to your right. Actually, go ahead and move your guys up to here, just so that they're assuming you've been walking for 2 hours through the path.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 2 hours of a walk?
It's 2 hours of walk.
Yeah,
that's
we
all
walk
you
very
got.
slow.
No, but just for spacing to make life easier. Cora's little pet that she had, her little, or not her pet,
Albert?
but her little stuffed animal, a much larger, frothing at the mouth, terrifying version of that, dives out of the forest at the first thing it sees, And that happens to be
Lord.
little Sally hanging out, or little Heart hanging out there.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's see.
Oh, bear.
Real quick, you guys, what is your ACs, passive perceptions, and health points?
AC 18. What else?
Passive perception
perception.
and health.
The hell is that?
Passive perception is your wisdom modifier plus 10.
Yeah, it's going to be on the very bottom under your charisma. It's a
12.
circle.
And what's your health?
And my health. Is my health full?
Hit points. Yeah, your hit points
Yeah.
full. Yeah. You guys took a long rest, so it's full.
35.
35. Okay. Sally, what you got? Or Heart, whoever.
All right. Armor class 14. Perception 10 and hit points 22.
Sally, what you got?
My passive is 11. My armor class is 13, and I have 23 hit points.
Okay. Cool. So,
God.
the owl bear takes a wild swipe at poor, comes tearing out, just bellowing in rage, dives into
this is gonna hurt a little
little
bit.
Heart
Where's
there,
my knife? Oh, God.
Just roll
swipes
with
at
it.
his head, and yeah, he's gonna connect.
Oh,
Oh,
19.
God.
Yeah, so you will take a 10 damage, Heart, as you get smashed into by this creature.
Yeah, expected.
Great. Googly moogly.
And then he'll also try to bite down you with his wicked beak.
No, not the beak.
What the hell? He gets 2 things?
Yep. Oh, but you nimbly dodge out of the way
Thank
as
God.
it clamps down next to you,
It's because you're so short.
just barely missing you.
He didn't stretch
I'll barely
first.
missing me.
All right, go ahead and roll for initiative, guys. And before you roll, click on your character, and it will roll for the character, basically.
I heard they can't cross water. I don't know if that's true or not.
You
What did it say?
guys don't know that, but that's an inside joke from our last one. I don't know how to. Do you know how to roll for the just the image, Todd? Did we ever figure that out?
No, we never did. I had to go into the I had to just go in and manually.
And manually do it. All right.
So you
What
said you
is
click
it?
on character. What do you where at?
On your character sheet initiative?
Is that what you meant?
Just click on your icon, the icon of your character, and then click on your initiative thing, and it will roll initiative for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aha.
Oh, wait a minute. I bet you if I put my name here. Let's see if that.
Oh, it did it for us.
Ooh, look at that.
Calca's
Yep.
there, Sally's there, and Heart's there. Okay, cool. So it did do it for everybody. Outstanding. And then I need to add the owlbear, which was do it so you guys can see. Why not? Let's see. Plus, what else does it get?
Damn.
Am I blind here? +1, I guess. Yeah. So 11 for the owlbear. So it will go last, thankfully for you guys.
Excellent.
Okay.
How do I add to this thing? I know there's a way. Calca had 30. That can't be right.
No, I have 19. It just changed it. I don't know why.
Okay. There we go. I can fix that. And then, how do we add to this thing? Do you remember, Todd?
I can't see it, but
Oh, I got it. Got it.
there's a little
Yep,
what
yep.
would your down below? Yeah.
Got it.
There's a thingamajig down below the box. Do the thing and click, and then you just
Haha, there we go. Okay, well, it's 0 right now, but now it's 11.
yeah. And then if you simply just click on the gear under your character icon, you can type your name in under the name box, so it'll appear on the initiative box for you also.
On
Yeah.
the gear?
It's all good. I got it. I'm all over it.
You got okay.
All right, Calco, what do you want to do? This ferocious owlbear just came tearing out of the forest and
It's not me
tried
first.
to murder Hart, make a meal of him.
It's not me first. Is it?
Yeah.
You're 19.
Or I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's Hart. Hart's first.
Uh,
I run for my life.
I'm yeah, a bit dazed. I trying to remember what I got now.
I know you got some poison dart. Or magic darts.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly pull my dagger out and just attack him with my dagger close range.
Okay.
I need to do some research real quick. I forgot.
So you roll and that will hit. You are able to connect with your dagger.
Nice.
Great. 7 piercing.
Nice.
All right, and it howls in rage as you bite into it. Bleeding a little bit from its side, but it's very much still,
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah. You stab into its blubber a bit. It cares, obviously, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing is thick.
Yeah. I can disengage as a bonus action.
You can disengage as an action.
As a bonus action from as a rogue.
Okay. Cool.
I am gonna disengage and put some distance between.
Absolutely, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna try. I will head over by Atrax.
Okay.
That should be. I don't know what looking at this. I don't know what the grid spacing is, but
yeah, it's not real obvious, but it's 5 foot per spot. So
okay,
you're putting yourself about 15 feet away.
Yeah.
All right, Calico, what you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna rage.
Good call. Always be raging.
Always be raging. And I got I think I can do Ancestral Protector at the same time as I can attack, right?
Is it a bonus action for Ancestral? I can look.
It says, while you're raging, you can use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature you can see within 5 feet of you.
Yep.
So he is going to be the only creature that we're going to be doing that against. And I'm also going to, I think that he needs to be pierced with a spear.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
With both hands.
Absolutely.
So what does that mean?
So that means that you will do a 1d8 damage, and if you connect it after you roll your 1d20, you'll do 1d8 instead of 1d6.
Okay, so I got to do 1d20 first.
Yep. You can click on your weapon, and if you have it in your on your character sheet, it'll do all that stuff for you.
Do I have the double-handed on there though?
You don't. You'll have to add that in manually.
Okay.
For future ease. For future ease, you might put the weapon in there twice and do name one as double-handed, and then you can just use that when you're doing it.
I got a 12, and nothing happens with the rage until I get to the points damage.
Yeah, you got it.
What do we got? 12. That will unfortunately it backs up out of the way before you can strike into it, and you just barely miss. You graze its fur.
But he is at disadvantage, right, for the ancestral.
He's at disadvantage if he tries to attack anyone but you.
Okay.
So he can see you clearly straight ahead of him. He's not sure what's going over on the side because he's distracted by the ancestral
Bring it
spirits.
on, OB.
Yep.
That stands for owlbear.
Sally, what you got?
I am going to use some strategery, and I will move away. Let's see. Yeah.
Not the worst idea ever from a raging owlbear.
Inspiration.
You use inspiration? No. What? Who? Huh? What?
I don't know if I can do that. All right, I'm going to move first, and then for my action, I will. Well, I'm going to. You know what? I might as well see if I can hit it first. Let's just see if I can actually cause it any pain. So I'll pull my sling out and launch a stone.
Don't hit me.
I got mad skills.
That'll hit. 15. You connect it.
Sweet. So I smoke it with a mighty sling bullet for 3 points of damage. Quite giddy with excitement, I'll jump up and down and go, yes. And I'll go, see? I'll say, Callie, if I can do it, you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself because you're smart enough, you're good enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. Take an inspiration point.
I like it.
All right, you have an inspiration point if you need it there, Callie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I may.
Is it inspiration point or is it
Bardic inspiration?
Bardic inspiration. Okay. Yep.
So she gets
So I
that.
don't
Right.
do the thing on my sheet, or I do?
So you
No,
get a
you don't.
you don't do the thing on a sheet. You get a 1d4 that you can add to a save,
D6.
a what else? An attack roll,
Attack
correct?
Attack roll, saving throw, skill check. She gets
Skill
that
check. That's the
D6.
other thing. Yeah.
Attack, saving, or
Skill check.
throw?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
I
a
don't
little
know.
bonus, a 1d4 bonus that you can
You
use.
guys will tell me when I can
D6.
use it.
Sure.
Sweet.
All right, so it is now the owl bear's turn. He clearly
Here we
sees
go.
Kalka in front of him. He's distracted by the ancestors to the left and everywhere else, and he's going to charge forward at Kalka and swing at her with his mighty paw. Let's see what happens.
If your ears were flashing, it would probably help.
Oh, he smashes into Kalka, unfortunately. I believe, yes, just barely. And she's going to take 14 points of damage.
What?
Clench your butt cheeks.
I have an armor class of 18. How does that work?
He has +7 to hit.
He's bad.
So 19.
What
Yeah. They're it's a scary thing. This isn't a. Despite the
Owlbears
little
are
stuffed
tough.
animal that Cora was carrying around with her, owlbears are terrifying.
So how many points of damage? I'm sorry.
500.
You took 14. The owlbear probably would not have been allowed to live in the area had the furbolg still been at their full power. They probably would have hunted it down, killed it before it could kill everything else.
Made a bunch of stuffed animals out of it.
And that, yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because you are right in front of it, it's also going to take a bite at you.
No,
What a
Callie.
dick.
However, you are able to dodge nimbly out of the way with your cat-like reflexes, and again, it clamps down air with its mighty beak.
Wow.
I'm about to stab that motherfucker.
All right, what you got for us, Hart? Late to waste.
Now we get to see some thieving, well-placed arrow shots.
Yes, I am going to use the short bow finally.
Been trying to get one for days.
Do work, rogue.
There we go.
17.
Nice.
All right, and that'll dig into its side. You shoot an arrow into it, sticks deep inside of it.
4.
Takes 4 points of
And
damage.
since it is otherwise distracted,
Yes, it is.
oops, ignore that roll.
You're not that level
Is
yet.
it 2d6 for sneak attack damage of 8,
Nice.
Nice. Wow. Very nice.
12
Good job.
points total.
Boom.
Well
shakalaka.
done. And it very much feels the bite of the mighty rogue's arrows sinking deep into its side while it's distracted.
Can I ask a technical question?
Sure.
On your damage that you rolled, I see you rolled a
No.
natural 6,
I'm the
Don't
only
you-
one that's allowed to ask questions.
but don't you get your dexterity modifier to that damage also?
Let's see
So
if I
it's-
don't have.
I don't think so.
It should be on a ranged weapon. It should be 1d6 plus your dex mod plus 2d.
Well, the piercing one was.
Yeah. For I rolled
Short
a
bow.
1 on damage, and I had a +3.
Oh, okay.
4.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't show it on there.
Got it.
But
Okay.
if you hover over it, it actually shows my dice.
Oh, let me look.
So,
Yeah.
if you hover over the 4,
Oh.
That's why it's red, because
Yep,
it says you suck.
yeah.
Dang.
So yeah. it
Oh,
was-
I see. You have it
that's-
automatically dealing your damage. I got it.
Yep. Yeah, I have it all in there.
My bad. I looked at the other number.
All right, Sally. So the owlbear cries out in pain. You see an opening. What shall you do with it?
No, it's my turn.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Calico, what are you going to do with that opening?
I'm preparing something.
I'm really going to stab it this time.
Okay, let's see it. 2 hands.
You can
Two
do it.
hands.
Go deep.
I just roll a 1d20, right?
Yes.
Plus a
Click on your-
nothing.
Click your
Even though
weapon.
I'm raging.
No, it's plus
No.
your, it's going to be your attack modifier that goes to it.
Click your weapon on your character
Yeah,
sheet.
so
It'll
click the
go
weapon.
automatic.
Oh,
You get your proficiency and your strength for this.
oh.
It's already included.
Did I do that before? I might not.
I don't know if you dare or not. I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
you're
think I did that
distracted.
before.
I don't smoke your cigarettes, baby.
Ugh.
There you go.
23, yes. You strike deep into the owl bear. Let's see how much damage you do. 1d8 plus your
I
strength.
can't click on the spear because it's not set up for double-handed.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's fine. You can just do 1d8 and add 3 to it. Plus your-
1d8
Yep,
plus 3.
absolutely.
Isn't it plus 5 because I'm raging?
Yes, it is. Good call. Well done.
Oh, look at her. Yay!
Look at that.
Tabby!
Busting it out.
I know some shit.
And you tear into
little-
it for 13 points of damage. It howls in pain.
Our little D&D girl's growing up.
Oh, thanks. I need a flasher.
It is now limping around a bit. It is bleeding quite a bit. It is definitely looking worse for wear and regretting its choices in life.
It should be.
Sally, what you got?
I am going to say your mother was a chicken. It needs to make me a DC saving throw for its wisdom. It needs to be 13 or higher on a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh. No, it fails horribly.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So
Do work, buddy. Do work.
it takes a massive 4 points of damage because it just is crushed by my insult. But next round it has disadvantage on its attacks against Callie.
As you make strange owlbear mating calls at it, it is thrown into confusion and further hurt as it twists about trying to figure out where the other owlbear is.
It should be, yes. And its brain
Okay.
hurts.
So you said disadvantage, you said, right?
It had disadvantage up on its
Okay.
next two attacks.
So he's at disadvantage if he attacks anybody.
Yes. Even you.
All right, it's going at Calico again because, again, you're in its face. However, it is so distracted that it only rolls a... it misses you by quite a bit. It is highly distracted, trying to figure out where these strange sounds are coming from. It swings back, though, with its beak, trying to rake across the front of you.
I will fuck you up.
Oh.
No.
And as it swings back across, it actually tears itself open a little bit further. You see it starting to bleed some more,
Do
giving
what?
itself some additional damage.
What?
It failed
Rolled
hard.
a critical failure.
It twisted its ankle as it was swinging around trying to figure out where the other owlbear was at that Sally was calling out as.
This guy's hard up.
Oh, it's because
I'm
you're at a
crazy.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is
Yep.
happening? Why do you?
Yeah,
suck
it
so
rolled a
hard?
1, so critical failure. Okay. It is back around to Hart. What you got?
Put more arrows into it.
It seems to be working.
Mm-hmm. 14.
That'll hit. Once again, you sink into it just barely, but you manage.
But it's enough.
Oh.
Nice.
It
9
cries on pain.
points.
It is looking very unhealthy at the moment.
Let's
Way
see
better
some sneak attack damage on
There
there.
we go.
Wow.
Another 7.
It effectively collapses onto its front paws. It's still alive, but only just barely. And we're Calica. It's in front of you. It's bleeding everywhere. It's crying out in pain and misery. What you got?
So what I think
Trying
I
to slink
wanted
away.
Come on, Sally believes in you.
Finish it. I believe in you.
Okay,
You
guys,
can do it.
should we go for the dramatic or just the easy?
No, why don't you do the Conan the Barbarian blade swing with the spear and then with 360?
Oh, well, I can get it with
driving
my
the
claws because I'm super pissed off.
blade. You can try it on the. Try
You
it.
could. You can go for it. You can dive at it.
You
Tear its
can.
sword
I
out.
just I want to fuck it up.
There you go.
Get
Show
off-
it.
get
Show it
off
who.
that.
Show it
Get
who the
off
king of the jungle really is.
1d20, right?
Yep. Plus your.
I can click on my claws.
Click on your claws. Here we
Click
go.
on my claws. Click on my claws. Come on, claws. Do work. Did they do work?
Oh.
Oh,
However,
But you're
before we
inspired.
say what happened here, you do have
Oh
something.
yeah, I'm gonna use that.
D6.
1d6 or 1d4?
D6. Trust me.
Oh, it's 6. Cool.
Use the force. You can do it. You're smart enough.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 16.
Nice. So you hear the small Sally behind you cheering you on mightily and he
I
inspires
went
you into
this
further
way,
rage.
and I missed, but I came back at it with my dominant.
Yeah, and you just come crashing down this thing, and you just basically swipe right through its throat, tearing it wide open. Gore spills all over you. You're a bloody mess now.
I didn't hit it.
Huh?
I didn't do damage yet, did I?
Oh, no, go ahead. Do your damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so everything I just said, that happened. You're now covered in owlbear blood. Yes, well done. It collapses to the ground in front of you.
Nice.
Gonna have a
Good
hot
job,
meal.
guys.
Gonna have a hot meal.
Yeah, how do all barrels taste?
I don't know.
Probably not very good because they're predators. Usually predators don't taste very good.
Yeah.
Gamey, but we can handle it.
It would be gamey. I mean, you probably could
I am
handle
worried
it.
about taste out in this wilderness.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would have gotten some food from the furbolgs that would have, given you some supplies as you head out.
Maybe
So,
say he was fat, which means.
but if you want, you could,
Fat, which would make him less.
Hey,
you can take trophies from it. You can take meat from it if you want. I'm not gonna
it's
stop you.
Paul.
Yeah,
It's
I'm taking
Paul.
some feathers.
Its paw is probably as large as my face, right? It's big.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is a large monstrosity, so it's got some size to it.
I'm gonna cut his beak off.
I'm gonna cut his claw off, and then I'm gonna fashion it around my neck with some of my rope, and I'm gonna make a owlbear claw necklace totem that I shall proudly wear.
I like it. I'm gonna cut his beak off. I'm gonna take the top part for myself. I'm gonna tie a string and make it in so I can have it like a dagger type thing, and then I'm gonna give the bottom one to Hart. So if he needs something closer, then he can have it. So we can.
So you turned
Like
its
a
claws
shovel.
into a dagger? Is that what you did?
No, his beak.
Oh, his
Top and
beak.
bottom.
You don't want to turn. Okay.
He's got his claws for a necklace.
You can certainly take the beak with you. If you want to turn it into a dagger of some kind, it's going to take a little bit of time to do that.
It's a rope. I have very good engineering.
Oh, you're just tying a rope around it?
If you put the beak on the top of your hand and then you close it with
got it. Okay. So you're making crude claws for Sally there. Got it. Okay.
For me and Hart.
For you and Hart. Well, okay, you don't really need claws, but
fine, I'll give it to Sally.
That's fine. No, you can absolutely do it. I have no problem with that. Yeah, you can take the beak, you can tie it onto your hand. Now you have a beak hand for a weapon. Let's see.
It can be useful for other things.
Weapon.
I know, it's digging.
We'll say it is a
scooping.
+1 to your melee attack. You get from that. So for those guys.
So I have a 1 now.
Well, normally you'd have 1 anyways, right? Your normal melee attack is just 1 damage. Yeah. So it's 2 now if you hit with that.
There you go.
I'm gonna take a couple feathers. I won't be wearing them or making weapons out of them.
Okay, just as your typical collectibles.
Yeah. My bag of
what you do.
Put them with my finger bones.
I too am gonna grab some owlbear feathers because that's an awesome idea.
It's gonna come in handy. We're gonna go to town.
I find feathers extremely distracting. So
hope everyone out in Twitch is enjoying this, by the way.
Let them go.
All right, guys. So you've taken down the mighty owlbear. You did take a little bit of damage, but you're still upright. You're not, crippled or anything by any means. Let's see. You left the village at, probably a little bit after sun up. If you had a way of telling time, it'd probably be about 8, 9 in the morning. Time's not as critical really in D&D when you left. And now, having walked for 2 hours, you guys are coming up around probably noon or so at this point, I would say.
All right.
Cool.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, how hurt is Hart? Is he?
I am at like half.
How about we take just a short rest while we're cutting these claws and doing all that, if that's possible? Take a breather.
Okay.
See if they can maybe just, take a couple deep breaths, maybe spend a couple hit dice, get some of their hit points back.
Yeah. Is Atrax able to help us out in any way?
Yeah, he can help you out. Absolutely. Let me see what he's got going on for him. I think he has spells and things of that nature. Let's check him out. Spells.
Just sitting there in low power mode.
Yeah, low power mode, just hanging out, not being much use. Yeah, let's see. He will do. He's got 4 slots of that, so he will cast.
Just on a side note, my uncle was watching for an hour.
Yeah.
and he just commented on my Facebook Messenger. I don't know if people know that they should actually comment in the chat, and we'll be able to see it. So I've had a lot of like Facebook messaging.
Got it. I see what you're saying.
So Kamiko was on there, and my uncle was on there, and they're all like talking to me, but they're not talking on the feed.
Let me look this up real quick.
All right, Atrax,
We
do
don't
work.
have the full text of it. There we go. All right, so he will cast Cure Wounds on 2 of you guys, and that's going to give you a 1d8 in healing. So
okay. So I just roll it, or you roll it?
No, I'll do it. As though I'm Atrax.
Okay.
So they're on Kalka.
It's 1d8 plus his wisdom modifier.
Yeah, plus his wisdom modifier. You are correct at that. That is correct.
Not trying to tell you what to do. Just
Nope. All good, man.
Give you some love.
All good. I'm a newbie at being DM anyways, so it's all good. Let's see. Plus his wisdom modifier, which is 4. Wow, nice. So you get 7 back, Kalka, for that.
7? Okay.
Yes. And 8 plus 4. And Hart will receive an additional 7 also.
Great.
So there you guys go. Little boost for you. If you want, you can roll hit dice on top of that to get a little bit more back.
I don't know what that means.
So your hit dice, those are the dice we were talking about before. You have 3 hit dice we talked about, remember? You can roll a hit dice during a short break in order to regain some of your health.
Which is the 3d12?
The 3d12, yeah. So you can roll 1d12 and you'll get that many hit points back.
Yeah, it'll give you.
How many times can I do that a night?
You can do it 3 per long rest right now.
Yeah, you get him back.
3 per day, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, on long rest you get them back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only 3 points from full, so I'm okay. I'm gonna sit.
Can I just roll 1?
Yep, absolutely. You don't have to. You can break them up. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 1d12 then. Plus nothing, right?
Plus nothing. Yep.
All right, got 9.
There you go. So you got 9 more. So you should be up. I think you're up to 30 now, right?
No,
or maybe even higher.
No, I'm up higher. I'm maxed out.
Nice.
Can I go up higher than what I was, or
Nope.
I can't go behind the max?
No, they just go away into the ether once you hit your max.
The max, right? But I was at 35. 28 plus 9 is 37. Can I be 37?
Nope.
No, you just go 35 unless somebody
35.
gives you, the bonus.
Then
health.
I am all healed.
Awesome. All right, guys. Cool. So you guys took a short rest, half an hour. Let's see. I don't believe anything happened, but let me make sure nothing happened.
Let's walk stealthily next time.
Yeah, you guys were being a little noisy in the woods there.
We were having a
We missed each other so much.
campfire discussion.
Yeah, nothing happens in the woods as you guys are going along.
Albert was very rude to just interrupt us like that.
Bastard. We were catching up.
All right, and this guy.
He felt left out, wanted to join. We just killed him.
You shouldn't come on so strong. We need time. We're
All right,
vets.
so it's a little afternoon now. You guys continue onward with your walk. And let me check this before I share it with you guys real quick just to make sure. I do have Fog War on this one, which I do, it looks like. Cool. I did set this one up correctly. Okay. So, as you guys continue onward, you walk for a few more hours. Nothing happens to you as you're walking along. It just goes along smoothly. And you find yourselves on a new map. You guys can go ahead and put yourself on the right there again.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to,
Well, I'm huge.
And everybody do a perception check for me as you guys are wandering along.
Let's see.
Let me get
18 for Hart.
11 for Callie.
All right, so as you guys are going along, what you got, Sally?
I have got a massive, fantastic. I can't find my button. Hold on. I clicked on something. I'm confused.
All right, so Hart, as you guys are going along, you guys don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. Birds are chirping, typical things going on in the forest. It sounds like you guys have kind of gotten used to it at this point. Right here. Hart is the first one to notice it, though. Off to your left, as you are wandering along, you notice that there's a bit of a clearing, and you see maybe the edges of an outline of like some stonework off to the left side, off the path a little bit.
If this is another shrine, I'm out.
Yeah, I know Calican wants us to not go over there, so let's go over there.
Let's go.
I was going to say, Hart, what are you waiting for?
We will jump into whatever you want us to.
Yeah, what time of the evening is it now?
You guys have been walking for about another 4 or 5 hours now without anything really going on here.
Well, so we should be looking for some place to kind of
and so it's basically you guys are getting to dusk now is what's happening at this point.
What could possibly happen if we try to sleep in a
rest?
weird thing in the forest?
Exactly.
Ugh. Fine, whatever. Let's do it.
All right. I point out the stonework to the companions.
Yeah, and once you point it out, they can all like see that through the woods a little bit. It looks very collapsed, but there's obviously some unusual stonework in the distance. You guys are basically in some hills right now. Is what you've been walking through.
Yeah, any fish people?
You don't initially see any fish people, no.
Great.
I'll start heading that way. I'm gonna move into stealth mode also. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
We're
absolutely.
all in
roll for
stealth mode.
Yeah, same. Super stealthy.
Super stealthy
See
as
what
well.
you guys got.
Are we rolling stealth?
Yeah, roll for stealth, yeah.
I got a 20.
If you want to go stealth. Nice.
Why would I not want to go stealth?
I don't know. Maybe you want to be dramatic.
That's right.
Calico with 11 and Hart with 23. Yeah, you guys have no problem. You guys are pretty damn quiet. Calico is a little bit nervous, so she's kind of like almost stepping on a twig or two, but you guys are like pointing them out as you go along and kind of saving her butt a little bit. So you guys approach it.
It's because they both have feathers on them.
You see these ruins are very, very old, obviously. Whatever was here at one time is kind of collapsed to the side. There's not a whole lot to really be seen of it anymore. It looks like it was maybe a ring of stone at one point. Let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of the area.
Stone is in the ground or like sticking out of the ground?
It's sticking out of the ground, yeah. Stone is sticking out of the ground. However, as you guys approach, you do see on the ground fresh blood in a bit of a grisly mess.
Ooh.
What is
splattered on right in that area there. You see it splattered on the walls. You see blood on the ground. You guys can go investigate further if you want. What do you guys want to do?
Do we hear anything?
Roll a perception check. You tell me.
Is the blood from anything? Can we see, is it just like a pool or is it just like some matter?
From where you're standing, it looks like basically you see like blood splattered up the rock and the soil looks a little bit reddish, but you can't really tell a whole lot from where you're standing.
I got a 14 for perception.
You don't hear or see anything unusual besides the ruins that are in front of you and the blood splatter that you already noticed.
I will step next to a tree to use it for protection just in case some boogaboo jumps out at me and...
What?
I know. Oh, crap. The leaves are in my face.
Yeah. Great job stepping next to the tree. You're
I got a 9 still.
Kind of distracted by something. You guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary as far as sounds or sights or smells or anything like that, other than the fact that there's ruins and there's some blood splatter on it. Really, you'd have to go up closer if you wanted to figure out what the hell's going on here.
I'll say, Kelly, go check it out.
Fine, fuck it, I'll go.
I'll be at the ready in case anything happens.
I will grip my staff tightly.
Make sure you're at an angle because you can't see in front of me if I'm in front of you.
Yeah, I kind of like position.
All right.
Calic, are you going straight towards it, or how are you going?
Fuck yeah.
All right, I'm gonna circle like around a little bit to the north there, so I can keep an eye on everybody.
And as Kalka approaches
the
ruins, stepping through into them, nothing happens.
Nothing
happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to go inside the ring.
Okay.
I'm outside the ring.
Nothing happens. You can see it a little more clearly now. It's
I
definitely
can
fresh
see
blood that you see on the
clearly.
ground. It looks like something of some kind was recently killed there, maybe. You
Can I
also,
see past,
Calica, now that you're
like,
closer, you see in the center of the ruins that there's a little bit of recently charred wood, it looks like. Kind of a little ring of fire, maybe, or something like that.
Something
was
might have been
there.
butchered here.
wood
And...
here?
Nice.
All right, I go up and like look at the see if I can figure out anything from the blood. Then
Okay.
I'll inspect it closer.
So it's a pretty grisly scene. Go ahead and do an investigation roll to see what you can figure out.
I'm gonna walk over there by him just to make sure that I'm in the vicinity, in case it's a zombie.
Okay.
I don't know if we have those in D&D.
Absolutely. You totally have zombies in D&D.
Oh,
It's amazing you guys
God.
haven't run into any yet, for that matter.
It is amazing.
No.
Give it time. You will eventually.
Heart rolls an 11 for
Okay.
investigation.
So you're...
I'm gonna assist him in some investigation
Okay.
to make sure, because I can see above his head a little
All right.
bit, maybe on the other side.
So she's going to help you out a little bit. Go ahead and do it with
Right.
advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So she
You're
does a
welcome, champ.
fantastic job of assisting you, as a matter of fact.
Boom, bitches.
You want to get on my shoulders?
You are positive that this is some kind of humanoid that was killed here.
Oh,
Not only was it killed, but it was brutally murdered, it appears. This was
That's
wholesale slaughter of this creature that took place. Had you not like kind of gotten down in it and kind of like felt through the dirt and like rolled over pieces of entrail and things of that nature, you know. Yeah, you know it's a humanoid of some kind, super grisly murder. As a matter of fact, because you're investigating so well, you're kind of able to put together the scene a little bit.
Nice.
And you get the feeling that there were multiple creatures here. You see...
but one victim.
You see a bunch of different types of tracks around. You see, just one victim. It looks like maybe this was used as a camp at some point or something like that recently. That's why there's the fire is out now, but it looks like maybe there was a little bit of a fire in the center here at one point or something like that.
Did I notice if the complete creature would have been there, or is there anything missing from it?
It looks like all the pieces and bits are around. They're just extraordinarily mangled and destroyed.
All right, so not like eaten.
Calica throws up a little bit in her mouth. It doesn't smell very. Now that you're closer and you've investigated, it doesn't smell very good either. It smells like a murder scene.
Can I inspect the area, like to see if there's like a trail coming or going around?
So you absolutely see that there is a. It looks like there is a trail. Let's see. What would you notice?
It's on the side. Is there like flies?
It looks like there's a lot of footprints in action, like right around this area, but you do kind of get the sense with your amazing investigative skills that they went out towards the trail and maybe even headed down towards the left side of the trail, the direction you guys are going, whatever it was that left here. If you want, you can try to get a sense of the tracks if you guys want to do a nature check. I'm assuming that you're kind of pointing this out to everybody else around you.
Yeah, I share the information with everybody.
Are we tracking or just trying to discern what's going on?
Well, I'm kind of wondering where.
And actually, you did so well on your investigation, Hart. You also notice some markings that otherwise wouldn't have been visible necessarily on the ruins themselves that you can show to the other guys, and they can try to decipher those also if they want to do an Arcana check. So you can basically have a couple of options here as far as like finding more information out about it. You can do a nature check and try to figure out what the tracks are. You can do an Arcana check, try to figure out what the markings on, like the blood splattered up and it kind of washed away a little bit on the ruins. And so some of the moss and dust and dirt came off, and you can kind of see some ancient ruins in there basically embedded in this thing.
Okay, I'll shoot for the Arcane then.
I also Hart informs the group that
damn it,
the trails go. It looks like the
10 on my Arcane
with the trail. So if we continue down that way, maybe we shouldn't continue down that way. Maybe we like flank it, like through the woods or something,
Sure.
and not
All
on
right.
the trail.
Parallel the course is what you're saying.
Well,
Yeah,
and I was trying to see if there was like flies and stuff, like signs of decay, to see about how long.
Yeah, Callie, I heard that if you touch the blood to your tongue, it'll give you a
Shut
scent. You'll know the
FYI,
skill.
my brother is on, and he said, "Tell the cat lady her brother thinks she is terrible."
Nice.
Yeah, he's younger.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. As far as signs of decay go,
I mean, if it's fresh blood, then it's obviously not dried up.
pretty fresh. Yeah, I mean, it's a fall day, so it's not super hot out, so it's fairly fresh, really.
Yeah, so
there's not a whole lot of flies or anything around at this point yet.
Okay, definitely no mag. So we're
no
talking
sign
about
of like Karen birds or anything like that.
Within the day, because it's later in the day, right?
Right, it's later in the day now. Yeah.
So it would have been warmer.
Yeah. It has not been very long. You get the feeling based on your amazing investigation roll.
Can I help Sally out? Like,
yeah, absolutely. You can help Sally
clean
out.
off like more of the moss on the rocks and try to see if there's more.
I'm game for that, Sally.
Go ahead and
roll with some advantage.
Nature or Arcana?
Arcana. He's going to help you. He's going to clear away a little more of the moss. Use some of the blood to wash everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's.
And I'll let you guys know. Like these, I can't figure out these tracks myself. But do you guys have any idea of what these tracks were made by?
Oh,
I can't figure it out. Sorry.
I
don't have the ability to understand the complicated.
Well, actually, given your background, Sally, and the fact that you were a bookkeeper before you were kidnapped, and you have a lot of experience with wide-ranging texts from all over the known, all over Faerun.
That is true.
You recognize these as Fey symbols.
Fey symbols. Oh, so it could be a Fey ring rim.
What is a Fey ring? Explain.
Usually it is a portal between this world and the Feylands.
Who's in it? Get out of it.
I don't think anybody is. Like Sally's like standing on the rocks.
I am, and I'll step in it. I'll step right in it, and I'll go. See, it's perfectly safe.
Nothing happens.
Disappears.
And by the way, as you guys remember, it's been about an hour now that you guys have been poking around this place, checking it out, looking at the tracks and all that stuff.
How do we do it?
And so at this point, the sun is basically quickly setting behind the trees, and it's starting to get it's past dusk now. It's basically starting to get dark out. It's becoming night.
I would recommend we move away from this old.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay here too.
Are these runes then? These Fey runes, are they actually maybe activation runes, like a spell type?
They aren't complete. It's so faded and deteriorated at this time that they kind of just stop. You just can tell based on stuff that you've seen previously that it appears
at one time it did something, probably not now because the broken circle. Okay.
And maybe if there is some connection there. I mean, based on your arcana that you rolled, you certainly don't recognize there as being any connection. Maybe there is if you know enough about it, but for no.
It's not my bag, baby.
Guys, this is where I'm at. We're not far behind them. They obviously were here fairly recently. We either want to truck on and try to see if we can get to where they are, or we want to stop and let them get further away so that we can rest. It's up to you.
Overtake them in the night. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or just walking away from it and taking a nap.
I mean,
well, I say we see what the hell's going on, because if they circle back or we stumble into them blindly, well, if we stumble, it's better us to find them than them to stumble across us.
I definitely agree. We had a short rest, so we probably got a couple more in us.
I'm feeling
Sally,
sexy.
Stay towards the back since your dark vision's. You got no dark vision, but
I got no dark vision.
Since the two of us do.
Are you guys gonna lay a torch or anything? So the guy without the dark vision.
No.
Okay.
Hey.
Mitrax has one.
It is. You are still on the waning end of the full moon at this point.
Oh my God! I'm a waner.
Whoa! What?
You are a waner.
I'm a waner.
Waning end of the full moon.
Okay, let's go. While we still got a little bit
So
of light.
you have a little bit of light as the moon comes up. How do you guys want to move forward? Do you want to move relatively quickly? Do you want to
Field formation Delta.
stealthily? Okay.
Yeah. Can I try and
I'll do
Yet
stealth. Remember, yeah,
with a purpose.
with authority.
Stealthy with a purpose.
can we do it stealthy? And can we?
Boom! I got a 20.
Nice.
Can I try and track? All right. Can I try and trail the?
Yeah.
Feet
The only thing
prints?
is with the combination of moving stealthily and tracking at the same time, it's going to slow you guys down quite a
Slows down.
bit.
It'll slow us
Yeah.
down for sure.
All
But
right.
you will be moving
go
stealthily.
for
You will be
stealth.
tracking along. You know.
I'm
got
not
a
looking for a
24.
fight, so if we can get past this without finding them, I'm okay with that too.
We just
Okay.
need to make sure that we are listening the whole time and seeing if we're coming up to anything at that point, then we'll slow it down.
Yeah, and you guys. I mean, unless Sally
We are
bombs
so
the stealth
stealthy.
check, you guys are going to be pretty damn stealthy.
No, I got a
He
20.
got a
on mine.
20.
I got a 20.
We're all
Oh
20.
yeah, okay,
DM.
yeah. So you guys are super stealthy. You're having no problem stealthing along whatsoever.
DM, check the chat.
I see. Oh, the chat over there. Gross. Your fork is so liquid blood. Nice.
Told you.
Very
it's my
nice.
little
Very
brother.
nice. All right, hold on for
He told
one
me to
second. I
lick
want
the
to look at
blood.
something real quick.
Oh,
I don't understand.
All right. So you guys think we should head north? Be heading like
we're following the
parallel the
tracks.
path again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Or-
think
you
the
said they
parallel-
were
All right.
Okay.
going the same direction, just not taking the same path we were. Is that right?
Yeah.
They were a little bit more south.
Yeah. They should be, as long as they're have the same needs as men, then they should be resting
Or women.
as adventurers.
So as you guys are going along, you're about, let's see, you're 4 hours into tracking. You know, you're moving relatively slow. You're only covering about the distance that you would have covered in say 2 hours or so. You're moving at about half your normal speed.
Are we tracking or are we stealthing?
Just stealthing.
We're
still-
just stealthing.
Oh, I thought you guys aren't tracking too. You're just moving
No,
along.
that's what I was saying. Like, just
Okay.
keep our ears open, and we'll stop for perception every once in a while and see if we can't, if we
Okay.
can hear anything, if they're getting closer.
Okay, so you guys are making good time then. Let's see.
Yeah.
These are there. Okay. Yeah, so you've gone 4 hours. Let me check something real quick. Actually, let's do it here. Yeah, okay. So nothing happens to you guys as you're going along. You haven't run into anything yet. There's still more woods in front of you after 4 hours. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go ahead and stop,
Do you want to
track, make
continue
sure we're on the
onward,
right.
or
4 hours, no signs of anything.
no signs of anything? You guys can do perception checks if you want to check and make sure you don't hear anything in the area.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a
Check and see if make sure we're at least on the right. We're going the right way. Did I click it?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right, I have a massive 8. I just try
It's
to
'cause you
avoid
can't
trees.
see.
I try to avoid trees.
You are pretty blind right now, as a matter of fact. It's probably not too bad. It really should have been with disadvantage, probably, for you, but it's all good.
No need.
All right, so you two are kind of stumbling along in the dark, especially Sally. However, Calica, your senses are on point right now, and you don't hear anything
'cause I have lighted
unusual at the
ears.
moment right now.
Okay. But I see the tracks.
Well, you guys weren't tracking, so you're not really paying attention to the
Yeah.
tracks anymore. I'm assuming you guys are kind of skirting the edge of the forest. You haven't really been paying attention to tracks at all, but you don't hear anything unusual at this point.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's dark. I think we should probably try to find a place to get some rest for the night. Maybe we can maybe not start a fire, but maybe
I like a tree.
have it concealed. Yeah, I'm fine with, climbing and
trees
tying
look like
myself up
around
to a
here?
limb. We can haul Sally up if he needs help.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to take you guys back, put you back on this map again, the one we were on before, just because.
Atrax
Fun
is not look.
piggyback rides.
He has to stay on the ground.
Yeah.
Atrax is
Stand
bait.
Iron Sentinel.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm
This
just
is
going to
best
put you guys
statue
back on
pose.
this map, assuming that you were traveling through the forest some more. Yeah. So you are okay. So as far as standing watch or anything like that, do you guys want to split the watches? How do you want to handle that?
Yeah, but let's split the watches from already up, except for Atrax. Obviously, if he can't climb, he can't climb. But if you guys want to be up in the tree with the watch still, I think that's going to be fine. Because you're not going to be able to see anything. You're not going to be able to see
so you guys are
anything.
up in trees. Where is my thing that I need?
Where's my tree? Found me a good tree.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something myself right now. 1 second, guys.
Is it a tree?
Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can do it this way or not. Let's see.
I think. Is it time for a quick break?
Yeah, I think if you guys want to. Cool. Okay, that worked. Yeah, if you guys want to. Okay, so you're up in the tree, right? Who's on watch first? You guys said.
Yeah, we didn't decide.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
And Sally can stay on watch too. He just isn't as effective as you guys.
I'm not as.
We'll wait till he can have last watch, so he could see a little bit better with the daytime.
Fair enough.
I dig that. Yeah.
All right. So Hart's going first. You said.
Yeah. I'll take first watch if you want. Yeah. I'll get everybody up there and settled in to make sure you guys are all good, and then.
So. We'll say you guys are up in. Let's just throw you over here real quick, and we'll go ahead and Twitchland. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a quick break here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, probably about 5 minutes for me. I'll be right back after a quick break, and we will continue our adventure with our guys up in the tree sleeping and Kalka on watch.
I'm on watch.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, no big deal. It'll all be fine. See you guys in a minute.
Everything will be fine.
I have returned. How's everything going in Twitchland, everyone?
Sexy. What's going on?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you something. Got a second?
Yeah, take a break.
So apparently, there's this island near here called Beer Can Island. I don't know what the real name is, okay? But it just sold to two people for $63,000. Yes, and they're going to put a bar on it.
Yeah.
Shit face and floating around the water, and they don't have to go away. So anyway, that popped into my head today after I heard about it. I'm like, ooh, marketing idea. That's good.
Tell Daddy that.
Well, you're the marketing person.
No. Is this for Jackie?
Yeah.
Where's this card at?
I don't know, somewhere on the table. I'll find it.
Yeah, there might be one over here.
There you go.
That reminds me to pull that. All right, guys, we'll get going again here as soon as we have everyone back.
What?
Hope you guys are all enjoying the adventure so far. I know I'm having fun.
Just FYI, Bag Dog Toto is my brother, and
Yeah.
that's been his name forever.
I don't even know what time it is.
Nice. You see the image that I posted before his most recent comments, Tabby?
This one.
You like that?
Nope.
Some little Navy humor.
Yeah. He's actually still active duty.
Okay.
ET1.
So he probably got that one then.
Yeah. ET1, but not nuke.
Ah, okay, not nuke. Got it.
Yep.
All right, guys, everybody ready to continue this
I am
epic
ready
adventure?
for the mayhem.
All right, so
Yeah.
Stop it.
as Sally and Hart fall into a restless sleep,
I'm a watching.
Talca is on watch. And let me check something real quick.
Oh God. Why you always fuck with me?
Actually,
Because you're a cat.
Oh, my brother said, yeah, I actually get stuff done because he's a conventional ET.
so, Talca, do me a favor, do a perception roll with advantage because you are keenly aware as to what is going on with you right now. No, not because you're a cat. Because you're paying attention, damn it.
How about both? Does that mean I roll it twice?
Yeah, roll it twice. Okay, so with your 18 of perception, your keen ears,
Mm-hmm.
you hear the sound of boots coming up the path behind where you came from. As a matter of fact, every once in a while, you hear like a metallic clink on the ground, like maybe something metallic stepped on a stone or something like that.
Okay.
How
close are the guys to me? Like, because we're all up in the tree except for Atrax, correct?
Yeah, and Atrax is hidden at the base of it really well. He's super hidden. He's underneath some leaves and stuff. Nobody's ever going to notice
It's almost like he's not here.
Almost like he's not here.
All right.
Go ahead and as you're hiding up in the tree, do me a favor and we'll say you're not moving or anything like that. You can hear something. You're staying perfectly still. I'm not really worried about your stealth at the moment.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, how close am I to them?
You guys are all right together for the most part.
Okay.
So as you watch from your hiding place, I'm going to make this a little bit larger so you guys can see what it is. You see this terrifying looking but small creature, and instead of bare feet, it actually has metal boots on its feet. And it's very, very twitchy and moving through the path, and you can see it kind of sniff at the ground and hurry on forward as it goes along.
Do I know what that is?
You can do Arcane check to see if you recognize it.
If I don't recognize it and know what it is, I'm going to wake the guy. 13.
13. Okay, so you do not know what it is. You don't recognize it.
Okay. So I will gingerly tap them.
Okay, everybody do a stealth roll to see how you react as you're woken up by Calica here.
God. I have to do a stealth roll too?
Uh-huh.
Hey, motherfucker, shut up!
You probably should have let him sleep, I'm just saying.
No, I got a 22.
Where's my... Oh, here we go. Sorry.
At waking them.
We want to stealth roll?
Yes, stealth roll.
13.
All right, Hart. Oh, you're still at 13. Well, Calica thankfully carries the day as she starts to wake up Sally. She realizes Sally's about to blurt something out and clamps her hand over his mouth to shut him the hell up. And so she'll point for you guys, I would assume, to this creature that's coming along. And Hart and Sally, you guys can both do Arcana checks too to see if you recognize this foul creature that's slowly working its way. It's tiny, but it's making a ton of noise for how small it is.
Huh.
Hart has no idea.
Come on, Sally.
I don't know. I will gaze intently into the gloom. 12.
What was the one that showed up there?
Halfling's luck.
Halfling luck.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, you don't recognize what it is, though.
Okay.
And so it continues along.
Let's just watch.
Basically directly down below you guys, and you see it twitching around and sniffing and stuff. And it continues onward. All of you are have cold sweat running down your back right now.
How long has it been since we...
This thing does not look friendly. It does not look like something you'd want to meet. Even though it's smaller than all of you, it's not something that you get a good feeling for. You see it's carrying a sickle with it.
Was it on two legs?
It's on two legs, and you hear its
Okay.
metallic boots kind of clinking off of rocks every once in a while as it stomps along, scurrying its feet, kind of shuffling.
How
Should be
long
easy
have
to
they been
avoid.
asleep?
It has a red cap on its head. Yeah, and it continues onward out of sight around the bend.
Oh, shit.
How long have they been asleep?
They've been out,
20 minutes.
for about, let's see, you guys went for 4 hours, right? So they've been out for about, say, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Let's say they've been out for about 3 hours.
Okay.
And it scurries off around the corner and disappears down the trail.
I'm going to go back to sleep.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
All right, so you guys are going to stay where you're at until dawn, I'm assuming, switch out the watch, all that good stuff.
It was sniffing around, and it obviously did not sniff something that it knew, so it wasn't looking for us. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to assume.
Stay up in the tree and see if maybe it's on a circuit. See if how often it goes past us or something. See if it's the same. If another one comes past, see if it's the same one.
Circles around or right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it somebody else's turn for watch?
All right.
Or...
So you guys continue throughout the night, and nothing else happens.
Okay.
Morning arrives, and you are all still alive and breathing. You haven't been killed by any hideous fey creature.
Excellent.
You all are back to full health, and you have everything back after your long rest. What would you like to do?
Head towards the mountain.
Yep.
We're heading towards the mountain anyways, right?
Stealthily continue onward?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keeping an ear out for
off the
anybody that's
trail.
ahead of us.
Listening for heavy boot prints or heavy boot noises.
Or jingles.
Jangles
Like
too.
metallic boots
Mhm.
of the creepy bird
You can
man.
listen to jingles. I'll do the jangles. We'll cover bases. So.
Fair.
Great.
Yeah. Mhm.
Good.
All right, so you guys
Are we all rolling
down from a
stealth?
tree.
I was gonna say, do we
Yeah,
all need
everybody
to?
roll for stealth. I'm assuming you're going to stealth along through the woods here.
I only got an 8.
Okay.
Not as good as last time, but 14 will play.
All right, so I'm going to have to set this up for a
Didn't
second.
get a good night's sleep.
Here. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and place your characters there at the very edge of the map that you now see in front of you.
East side? I didn't
Or-
see your
Yeah,
blip.
sorry. On the the
Yeah, okay. I
east
got
side
you.
of the map. Yep.
Would that be left or right?
On the right side as you're
Stop
facing it.
judging me.
Yep.
So it seems like I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know what he's saying.
What is that one of our players? Oh yeah, that was Blair. Okay, I pulled somebody off the map for a second. There we go.
I
That was me.
Yeah.
I disappeared.
Okay, so you guys are sneaking along, and you don't even have to do perception checks for this. Your passive perception picks up just fine. As you're going along, you guys have been walking for about 4 hours. And Calca doubles, and somebody else doubled too.
I can't see me at all.
You're over here on the far edge of the map,
All the way to the right.
all the way to the right.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
further along. There you go. Okay.
Sorry.
So, as you guys are walking along, you come upon a fairly Actually, let me black it out for a second so I can set the scene before you guys see it. Okay. One moment. Let me get all these players in place. This is not really what I expected to have happen here.
It's probably zombies because
Please don't.
Callie was talking about it.
But yeah, I don't.
Right?
Zombie fish people.
I'm not okay with that.
Two of zombies.
Who is Josh? Oh, Josh. Somebody wants to kill you.
What?
That's
Sounds
in the
violent.
feed.
Okay.
It says, please kill Josh.
Nice. Who's saying that?
Who's Lowton B?
Oh. All right.
Alternatively, you can warp Josh back to down after he's been walking for
He's,
half an hour.
Let me mark these guys a little bit.
That's more of
Yeah.
how I do it, but I say I throw your own flavor on it.
Yeah, so that's somebody
Town.
that played Final Fantasy 11 with me, part of BEB, and now he's actually part of Twitch.
Yeah,
he works
that's true.
for Twitch.
Works for
Really? That's
yeah.
awesome.
yeah, he works for Amazon.
Yep.
Or I mean, I guess Twitch now technically, but all right. So I got it set. So you guys, let me see here. Reveal the map, and you can see as you are approaching this area, you hear the sounds of battle in the distance, screaming and howling and all kinds of other things taking place. Vicious dogs, wolves, maybe kind of, sort of. Attacking. You can't see it yet, what's going on, but you hear all this battle taking place ahead of you. What do you want to do?
Is
I
this
will move to the sound of battle.
Yeah.
You hear, get them! Kill it! Kill it! You hear
Let's at least
screaming
get a
up
visual
ahead
and see
in
who's,
common
uh,
tongue.
Using trees as cover, I will move my way through the woods towards the sound of battle.
Okay.
Same.
And
Yeah.
what you come upon is that creature that you saw before. You see a stream ahead of you, and in the middle of the stream is that creature that you saw before, and it is currently battling about 6 goblins and a couple of wargs, a couple goblin, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 goblins, a warg, and you see a half elf on the far side of the stream screaming for them to kill the fey creature that's in the middle of the stream.
What's the half elf look like?
Fighting them, and one of the goblins is already dead at this point.
What does the half elf look like?
The half elf looks very fancy.
So this could be our lord.
I said, kill that foul creature!
Let's go smoke his ass.
What's his name? Karnak.
Yeah, Karnak.
Let's not kill him. Let's capture him and figure out why he's looking for us.
If we can.
If we can. We can try it. We got a lot of people to get through if we want to.
Yeah.
And as you guys are talking, you see the let's see, where's this thing at?
Let's
trying to make
stay until
sense
they
of
kill each other a little
who's
bit
fighting
more.
who here.
So as you guys watch, you see the creature with the red cap, let's call it a red cap, leaps into the air and cuts down hard on one of the warg's necks and cuts its head clean off with its sickle. So this is now the goblin is still alive, but the warg is dead. He is battling all the goblins there. You guys recognize goblins for goblins. You know what goblins are.
Okay.
Yeah, it's clear that they are trying to kill it, and it is killing them. It's much more effective at it than they are at killing it.
Does anybody, and we've already determined we don't know what a red cap is.
No,
Yes, you guys don't know what this fake creature is, other than it has a red cap.
But what is you said a warg?
That you recognize, yes. It is a very evil, intelligent wolf creature.
It's not in my book.
No, it's not in you. Well,
It should be in your book. It might be under actual
It's not?
wolf.
let me check.
Orgs are in the back.
No, they're. I think
In the
they're
very back.
I don't have it.
It's
My monster book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Hold up.
I don't-
What book do you have? Let me see. Tabby. Yeah, look in the very back.
It's WORG, not A. Word.
I know my brother spelled it for me. He
Okay.
said it's mortal enemy, but it's not on my.
It's not under W's. It's in the back under the miscellaneous monsters. So you have to
Okay.
go to the very back.
Ooh, there's a veteran. I wonder if that's me. 341.
Yeah, they're typically used as mounts by goblins.
Mm-hmm. Evil.
I see that.
And as you guys watch, the fight continues. The other warg charges forward. And let's see here. Tries to bite at the red cap, but the red cap is able to dodge out of the way of as it comes towards it. The other goblin goes with a spear towards it as it's falling backwards into the river a little bit. And that one is able to make contact with it, and you see it stab into the side of the red cap, doing minor damage. What would seem to be significant damage for such a small creature, but it doesn't seem to care at all.
How many are we up against right now?
Right now, there are. Let's see. You have one goblin, 1, 2, 3 goblins that you see. I think this guy is the one that's dead. Actually, I'm sure he is because I get to make that decision. Yeah, he's dead.
Lucky.
So yeah, you see 5 goblins around and 1 warg that's being ridden by a goblin that looks like maybe he is in charge, a little bit bigger than the rest of the goblins, a little bit better dressed, a little bit better weaponry on him. And you hear the half elf still screaming in the distance. So far, none of them have noticed you guys.
Where's the half elf?
elf?
Oh, okay, never mind. I see the half elf on the west
he's
bank
way
there.
over here on the far bank. Yep.
Do we want to wait till they kill each other off?
Yeah, let's let them sit in the herd.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't think any of these are our friends.
Nope.
No.
All right, the fight will continue in front of you as you watch.
Yeah.
We shall watch.
Shoot a couple of arrows at it.
I'd like to position myself a little bit closer if I can, stealthily.
No.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Go for a stealth roll and move yourself forward.
Calica puts her
Stop.
She
hand out and
wraps
stops me.
around your leg.
Yeah. All right.
Tries to hold you back.
That's fine.
I
That's
shall
fine.
give him disadvantage at
Stop.
moving.
Just at moving, not at actually being stealthy, just at moving. Nice.
I
Okay.
stop.
So they fire a couple of arrows at it. You see one of the arrows sinks into the side of the red cap, and it does an additional, does some more damage. You can see the arrow sticking out of the side of it now. And the red cap is going to go now, and it's going to face off at the goblin behind it that just tried to stab it a moment ago.
DM's like, I'm bored.
Swings
I wanna have
wildly
my
at
own
it.
battle.
I'm doing a battle all by myself. So
We're
the
good.
red cap, as you watch it, by the way, it's amazing how quick this thing moves. You would never have guessed that it could be this deadly and this quick. It
Like
dives
the
at the one
monk?
with the spear, slashes at it, makes contact, and you see just cuts the goblin's head clean off with its spear. Then it dives backwards across the river to the other side at the goblin that's now off of its ward right there. Swings at that one. And is able to cut its head clean off also. Actually, it basically just cuts it in half down the waist with its sickle and dives back across the stream at this one over here. It's on the warg still, and also takes a swipe at that one.
I don't think we really want to F that guy. Like, there's 3 of us.
He's a little badass.
honestly.
He
Hopefully
is a
he'll kill that
little
elf for us.
badass, yes.
Is he as fast as the monk was when he
That
was
one,
fighting?
though, he actually swings at the goblin that's on the warg, and it goes off the goblin. It turns out he has chainmail on. You can see through as the sickle bites off the chainmail. And so he doesn't kill that one. So there are now a couple more dead goblins out here. You guys want to do anything yet, or are you just going to hang on and watch still?
I'm watching.
All right.
I'm
So-
I
hoping
want
he
to
kills
watch
the- I'm
until he
hoping
goes
kills
for
the
the
goblin.
Lord. If he goes for the Lord, we might think about stopping him, and that's only because we can get some answers, possibly.
Go ahead and
I'm
do
sure
a
the guy
perception.
has paper
Go ahead and
on
do a
him.
perception check, guys.
We can check his dead body too. It's fine.
Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Hey, I'm not the one that jumps into shit.
22 for Calica and
So
Hart.
Sally is distracted by the chaos and gore in front of him. However, Calic and Hart are sticking to their main goal, want to know what this halfling's up to. And as they watch, they see him start to creep away.
Half elf.
The half elf, yeah. He starts to apparently abandon the
Of course he does.
goblins and sneaks off towards the woods.
Which way is he going?
Away from you guys. Away from the red cap.
Like south or
He is heading further
West.
west? Okay. Straight west?
Down the path.
Shoot.
For the moment, at least.
Hmm.
And as you watch, he starts to disappear into the woods.
'Cause we could bypass
Yeah. If we,
this.
maybe we can make it across the river creek without being
We could-
seen, and then
I don't know how far south we'd have to go. But I'm really interested in seeing how this fight ends. Because if we come across this guy.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
yeah, this is obviously the thing that destroyed.
Actually,
or
go ahead and roll
mutilated
for
the body.
initiative, guys, because now you're kind of assuming that you guys are going to want to go after him. Go ahead and roll for initiative because you've seen him kind of taking off, and you kind of have to make, choose what you want
Don't
to do here at this
assume.
point.
We're talking. We're a team.
Damn it. 8.
Bring up the initiative tracker. There's got to be a way to roll initiative. Roll.
No, wait. Let me have my character selected. I didn't have it.
Maybe a spell rate will help.
Yeah, I didn't do so hot.
Bam.
Wonder if this will
Does that show up in there automatically now? Well, I did get a 12, but none that it really matters for what we're doing right now.
I got a
Dang.
7.
Yeah, I guess I can't just roll initiative. All right, so let me get rid of the old ones here. All right, so we got 8, 7, and 5. Okay, let me roll for him. So he will have a.
We're clearly not in this fight yet.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, so the half elf is going to have a 9. Oops, that's what I want. Not that. Or actually, let me put his name in there. Lord. Actually, you know what? Since he is. I bet I can do an initiative roll for him. Now I think about it. Let me see here. Maybe not? Yeah, I guess not. There's nothing for me to click. Damn. So you can't do initiative rolls on NPCs, it turns out.
Logan wants you to wait to kill Josh until he gets back. He has
I
to
will
step
wait to
away
kill
while his
Josh.
wife is home.
Okay. He's there. Let me add a goblins and a red cap. And
I really didn't want to fight all these people.
Probably would not end well for us if we jumped in the middle of all of that.
all right, so there you go. You guys, Lord Karnak just took his turn. He started sneaking away stealthily towards the woods. What would you guys like to do? And you guys can decide as a group, what you want. If you want to hold your position, you guys can do that. You guys can try to go after him.
Guys, I wanna hold.
You want to watch the fight?
Yeah. I think we really need to know how this ends.
Well, I think that little red cap dude is going to kick the fucking shit out of all those other goblins.
I know. That
He's doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah, and I don't think
If
he's
we
going to
cross,
be.
he's going to be behind us. If we wait and he moves ahead, then he'll be in front of us, and that's a big difference.
But we lose the half elf.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the half elf's more important.
Then getting killed? Oh, okay.
Well, I want information. I'm voting the half elf. That's my vote.
You guys know I
Yeah, they
already
don't
do
know
expect
that
you.
they don't know that we're here. I think that they'll be distracted for enough turns that we can get across and get after the half
Okay.
elf.
Yeah, and he could have smelled us earlier, and he did not want us.
Yeah, he did not. So.
He's not after us. So we can hope for that too. That if he comes to us, we can just say, whoa, whoa, whoa. We mean no harm.
Either way, so he's distracted right now.
Phone
Either
home. Peace.
He is distracted right now. He's in the middle of.
we wait until the end of the fight, and then we get caught by him possibly, or sneak off, or we go after the guys, and then he catches up to us, and then we're still in the same position. So
We
should go now.
South. Let's go south.
South
elf
and
one.
south
and
and
across.
west, like around
South
to get
and
across.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't want to go just walking through the battle.
Hi, absolutely. Do you guys want to try to? Are you going to do your normal movement, hold your action? Do you want to dash? What do you guys want to do?
No, I think we should do stealth, man. I think we should focus
Yeah,
on
roll
stealth.
for
but
stealth.
that's
You can
what
be
we
stealthy
do.
and move your 30 feet. Not a problem.
Yeah, the Lord Karnak was stealthy, so we should be able to keep the same rate as him about until at least
Oh,
we're
that's
clear
true.
of the water.
That's true. Okay, I'll go
Okay.
stealth and start heading that way.
Stealth and 30.
Damn it.
That's okay. Calic is going to carry the day again. Yeah, I mean, they're all
Nope,
distracted
Heartless.
anyway, so you guys have no problem as far as sneaking down there.
9:15.
You are not noticed.
Hey.
And one moment here.
All right.
Trying to
How far did
find-
we get? Where you at? Part?
Sorry.
About 30, so probably right about there.
There.
Yeah, 5 feet per tile.
Return. Yeah, we have our ruler here.
Yeah, you can measure if you want.
How does that work in the game? How is it scaled out? Like everything you put on the board has to have like a.
There's an option within the Roll20 settings that allows you to scale it to the proper settings.
Am I supposed to be able to read what that ruler
For the
says?
map, as long as the map's high enough resolution.
I was going to say, what does that say?
Yeah. So where I got my ruler at, that's 30.
Right there?
Yeah.
Shit.
Where'd my character go? I think I lost it.
He's in the black.
I see
I think
somebody.
he's in the,
is that
the
person?
fog.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, he is. I'll uncover it for you so you guys can
Alright.
see. Yeah, there's no need for the fog at this point. There we go. And let me cover this too. Actually, there you go.
Am I supposed to be where you are?
All right, so
I should be back a little bit further, but now I can't move my character anymore.
You can't move your character anymore?
Can't select it.
Weird. Huh, I can.
Can you just get rid of it and I'll drop another one?
Yeah.
I think because you touched it, then...
Oh, maybe. I just touched ours again, though. Oops. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can... Okay, so they didn't notice you. The battle continues in the river here, or in the small stream, basically. By the way, the stream that you guys see now, you're a little bit closer, you notice that it looks like this may have been more of a river at some point that you have in front of you here, but it looks like it's much more down at this point. The banks are kind of steeped in a little bit on this thing.
Great.
It looks like it's typically higher than what it is right now. So the red cap dives at the warg again. This time it goes for the warg instead of the creature on the warg's back. And his nasty sickle there bites deep into the warg's neck and doesn't take it clear off, but he badly injures it. And then he hacks at it one more time. Oh, it dodges out of the way that time. And he hits it, though, with the final strike and takes off the warg's head. So it is now dead, and its master is on the ground in front of it.
So how many has he got against him?
So there's now 1, 2, 3 goblins, 4 goblins left alive at this point. This one will scurry forward and try to stab at it. Yeah, let's see what he can do. He misses. Actually, I take it back. He does hit. He stabs into the side of it. It howls in rage and anger, but it's still definitely upright, very much so. Although it is hurt. And the archers will fire some arrows. And one more arrow sinks into its side, and it is going to take an additional... some more damage. The red cap's actually looking pretty weak now. It's not looking nearly as mobile as it was at one point. And the goblin boss there, having dismounted from its warg that's fallen underneath it, rages forward. And he will be able to strike with... He actually raises a scimitar above his head, strikes down hard, and bites also into the red cap. Red cap is looking extremely weak at this point, is kind of not long for this world, but still alive and kicking. What do you guys want to do?
Keep moving.
Path, yep.
Go for it.
Stealth feet.
You can keep yourself. Just go ahead and move forward if you want to.
Yep, we should be right near the edge of the...
Can we go to the thinnest part?
Yeah, we can make our way down to... that's a little bit farther than our movement would allow, but that's my goal, is to get down to there and get across. Maybe be tossed.
I threw you up.
All right, so you guys continue working down. Sally, can you move yourself or not?
I can.
Okay.
He's
cool.
distracted.
All right, so
I'm reading my spells. I want to be prepared for action.
I jumped out of the order here, but it's all good. The red cap is, or the goblins are going to go again. Actually, I guess it's still good. Or no, the red cap will go. That's right. And he strikes out at the goblin boss in front of him.
So we can't dash and stealth at the same time, is that what you're saying?
Dabs into the, let's see, it bounces off once again his chainmail shirt. He continues hacking away, though. Apparently his wounds have gotten the best of him at this point. Yeah, so he's, down on one hand, one knee in the leg. He's kind of striking out this goblin boss with all the fury they can muster, but it's not too much at this point. The goblin boss just stands over it and tries to cleave through it, but the red cap rolls out of the way at the last moment. The archers fire, though.
Might be fighting some goblins, guys.
And the archers put 2 arrows into the red cap, and it
Holy
collapses into
shit.
the river. And as you guys watch, it actually kind of just like fizzles and pops and vanishes into nothingness, but like a red smear that goes down through the river in front of you.
Gross.
Nothing left of it.
Don't drink the water.
Gross is right.
And the goblins are hopping up and down, cheering and celebrating their victory. Kind of. Never mind, they're dead members all around them.
How many goblins are actually left?
There's 3 goblins left. There's the goblin, or 4 of them, sorry. There's the one that was on the warg. That appears to be the one that has the chainmail shirt. There's one there. One there. An archer that you guys saw firing. And an archer on the far bank over here. That was also firing. The other ones are all dead.
So the problem is that we have 2 archers, so we either want to stop and wait for them to see where they go if they go ahead, or we want to chance crossing this open area.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see if the goblins take off after the half elf. Then we can just track everybody.
Yeah.
So the goblins are hooting and hollering, and you see the goblin boss like shouting and yelling at them. Slaps this one upside the head over here. He's like backhands it, and you hear her yell something. Anybody speak goblin or goblinoid?
Shit, I don't remember. Let me look. I
It's
speak
like, does Atrax?
I do not.
All right. So he smacks the one, and
I think
you hear him
Atrax does.
yell something, and this guy like scurries off through the stream here, and you see him sprint that way, and these guys start running away too, and this one chases after him. Not in the word, but on foot, and you see them all sprint, basically scramble up and to the north and out of the area.
So they're going east.
They are going north for the most part. North, northeast, kind of. They're getting out of the area, basically.
We picked the right direction to sneak around.
Fair enough. Woo!
So you guys have a couple dead goblins here in the stream around you. Some gore everywhere, basically. And
you guys want to check them?
Yeah.
Yep. Might be the loot.
Let's loot.
Yeah, you guys can absolutely check the goblins.
And the wargs.
Yeah, you don't find much on them. They each of the goblins you find a scimitar on 2 of them and a scimitar and short bow on 1 of them.
I'm going to assume you guys know what
Any arrows?
Leather armors, you find 1 crude shield among them.
Any arrows?
Yeah, there's some arrows. There's the one that actually has quite a few arrows. He has about 15 arrows in his bag because he wasn't firing at all.
I'll
He was
take
just
those,
fighting.
and then that's all I really care about.
Okay.
I'd like to go after the half elf.
All right. Absolutely, you guys can try to do that. Go ahead, and I'm assuming you guys are going to try to pick up his trail, right? Because now since you guys searched these bodies, it's been a little while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead
track.
and search for tracking. Somebody's very proficient in Orcish, apparently.
I am. I was trying to figure out how to. I spelled Orcish wrong. I can't figure out how to edit it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All good.
You can speak it, can't spell it.
All right, go ahead and do a nature check, guys.
Nature check, not my.
Oh, I'm sorry, not survival. Survival for tracking.
JK.
My mistake.
Survival. Ignore that one then. I'm better at survival than I am nature.
And you guys
Yeah, natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Find that bitch.
And a 7. One day I'll break 10 and I'll be.
Let's switch back to our other map again once more for you guys to do your
One day
tracking.
it'll happen.
So we'll go back
One
to this
day.
map once
As long
more.
as it's in combat.
If you guys want, you can throw yourself back on the west side. We'll say the stream's right here behind you, just off map there.
Okay. All right. We'll reposition ourselves.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I keep losing the map.
Yeah, so you guys are over here on the far right-hand side, the east side of the map. Okay, so survival. So Calica,
Natural 20.
yeah, natural 20. So you absolutely can find the trail leading up. The trail goes quickly up into the north here, away from where you guys currently are at.
Cool.
Off the trail?
Off the trail, yes. He disappears up into the woods.
Hmm.
Damn.
So you might be meeting up with those goblins then.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't seem to want to.
Any sense of how long it's been since he's passed through here?
Is he
I mean,
going
you guys
quicker than
saw
us,
him,
or-
you guys went and searched the bodies. Searching the bodies took you about 15, 20 minutes or so, probably approaching them and searching through the bodies and all that stuff. So, it's been since the start of the fight. We went through a couple of rounds. It's been 20 minutes, basically. You
Okay,
guys are about
thoughts.
20 minutes behind him.
My thoughts is one. We were only heading west because that was the way that we were thinking to get us home and do some trade. If we want answers, we got to find this Lord person.
Yeah, this is
Potentially.
our only lead.
Because he is looking for us.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see if we can find him.
All right.
Find the Lord.
So you
All right.
guys are going to head
Let's
up
go into the
and
woods.
into the woods. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so you guys head into the woods. Are you guys going to be moving stealthily through the woods? Are you going to be focused on tracking through the woods? How are you guys going to go about doing this?
I think we should focus on tracking because we're not on the trail anymore.
Mhm.
Thoughts?
Yeah. Let's just see if we can track him, pick up a trail, and
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one guy. He didn't seem like he was a fighter or he wasn't in the fight before. So I think we should focus on finding him.
Okay.
Yeah, one of us should be focusing up ahead, some degree, and not like on the ground.
You don't all want to have your
Right.
heads on the ground?
Yeah.
you know what? Since I'm not really good at that, I'm just going to stay. I'll just keep track of what's ever coming up behind us, so we don't get jumped. And I'll let you
Okay.
guys focus on.
So,
Hart, you want to be front guard and I will track?
Yeah. Sounds good.
And then Sally can be back guard.
Yep.
All right. Do it.
all right, so we will say he is that bar heavy, guys, running for his life as well as you guys. Okay, so where'd it go? One second, sorry guys. Checking something real quick.
No worries.
It's all right.
Seriously. I need answers.
Nice.
Damn it.
We do.
How many weeks have I been playing this game? I got nothing.
Wow.
Holy shit, that's a lot of rolling.
That is. I'm frightened.
I've never seen that.
Those are a lot of
kind
high
game
numbers.
before.
Yeah, right? You all die instantly. Ah, well. Good try. Well done, guys. Glad it lasted as long as it did. No, no, I was rolling for something else. Okay. So. And. All right, so I need each of you guys to go ahead and roll a 1d20 for me.
If I gotta.
Just straight 1d20. No modifier or anything.
Just,
One.
I got a 16.
16, okay, 17 total, plus another 11, so
Okay.
28 total. So we're looking at.
That really sounds ominous. When you
Yeah, it
do
really
it,
does.
like,
All right, so
insert
Um,
evil laughter.
as you guys are running, your path takes you through a patch of razor vine. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna ignore you. Keep going, guys.
Do a dex save
But we're not. We
against a
didn't say
DC of
that we were-
15.
But we didn't say we were running. We're tracking, right?
Yeah, but you guys are tracking and everything else, and you're trying to catch up to this guy, and so you just stumble into it as you're going.
Okay, so I'm doing a dex.
If you've ever
save-
tracked anything in the woods, it's pretty easy to stumble into shit that will cut you to
Dexterity
pieces.
saving throw. Is that what you said?
Yep, dex save.
20. There
Alright,
we go.
so-
That's-
Sally notices it and pulls up short at the last moment. However,
Sally's got a 14.
you other two are going to take...
I got 11.
Yeah. All right, so Hart has 11, Cal has 14, Sally has 20. Sally notices it, holds up, but you other two stumble into it, and each of you take 8 points of damage from the razor wire that you go stumbling through as it cuts you to ribbons a little bit. It's
Here- here's a
extraordinarily
string
sharp,
against
apparently. Some very nasty razor wire or razor vine. Sorry, razor vine. Apparently, the
I'm
druid
usually
spell
so
worked
good
really
at
well, and it made it all the way over here for you guys. All right, so You guys each take a little bit of damage, and you can continue onward.
I cannot subtract right now. 27. I got it. I used a calculator. No, I did. All right. Do we have to back out of this and go around
Nope,
it?
you guys
No,
just
we're
kind of
pushing
like,
through.
you basically plowed right through it. You made a path for Sally. You made a nice calico-sized hole in the razor vine, and he just gingerly walks
Do we
through
see
after
any-
you guys.
Since I'm tracking, do we see any blood anywhere else?
Oh, you see your own blood.
Yeah, but did I see any from the Lord or anything?
No, you do not see any from the Lord. And actually, as you guys come out of the razor vine, go ahead and roll and see if you can find the trail again. Because you got a bit distracted as you were getting cut up. Lost your concentration.
Was that survival?
Survival, yep.
But I had a fucking natural 20. The fuck? Now I have a 5. I went from natural 20 to a 5.
Yeah, but Hart and Sally are able to pick
I
it
got
up.
it, yeah.
Yep.
We've
So
seen
you
Thank
guys,
God.
again.
you guys continue onward.
I got a little pissed off for a
20.
second.
Where's it talk about exhaustion in the Dungeon Master Guide, Todd?
Oh gosh, it's you know what, I
Index
don't
it
know.
is.
I don't either.
Sorry, guys.
I
New
think I
DM,
do.
relatively new DM here as far as exhaustion goes.
It might be on the player's handbook under Constitution.
Maybe it is because it's not. I don't see exhaustion in there. One second.
It's going to be I don't have my book with me, so I don't know.
The Bible.
Let's pretend that I know what I'm talking about, and I will look in my book like I can find it first, but I can't.
Well, if I have to, I'll just Google it and we'll go off with the inner website. But let me see. There it is. Got it.
Conditions
I got it.
for
181, 185, 291. Guessing 291 is actually what I
290.
want. Maybe
I'm
not.
getting there. I'm almost there. I found it.
Resting. I know some exciting Twitch, guys, as I look through my book. But it's the way it
Exhaustion
goes.
is on page 291.
Tense reading.
Some special abilities, environmental hazards such as starvation and the long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures can lead to a special condition called exhaustion. Exhaustion is measured in 6 levels.
What page is that on, Todd?
291.
Thank you.
291. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Got it.
It's going to be one of those DM discretion.
It is.
Right. So you guys continue onward. Go ahead and do a perception check.
Righteous.
Please roll good. Please roll good. Please roll good.
Oh, there we go.
You get over 10?
Thank you. All right. So Kalka and let's see.
I'm feeling
Kalka
good. 19.
And Sally.
Sally,
You guys both hear a sound up ahead of heavy-ish breathing somewhere in the distance in front of you.
Oh,
I'm gonna. I see Hart's continuing forward, so I'm gonna grab the back of him and stop him from.
Okay. Since he didn't hear it, well done, well done. I like it.
from walk- He kept walking, so.
All right, and give me
I figured
another
it
roll another 1d20 for me, guys. No modifier
Shaved your leg.
as you continue onward through
Oh,
this
shit.
treacherous terrain.
I rolled it.
15.
Yeah, I got a 15. I'm sorry, I rolled it
You
twice.
got a 10?
All right.
I didn't know if you put it on the dice at the top.
There's
it would just
there's
roll
no
it.
complications.
Yeah.
It turns out you guys do just fine.
Nice.
You continue onward.
What was the breathing?
You tell me.
We're coming up on it.
Coming up on it. Yep.
Oh, I thought you meant that was the complication.
Do you
that
guys
there
want to
wasn't
slow
one.
your progress? What do you want
Yeah.
to do?
Enter stealth
we
mode.
Yeah.
Enter
Yeah.
stealth mode. Okay. Go ahead and roll for stealth
It's your stealth mode. What the fuck is
as you
that?
chase this creature through the woods.
14.
Boom. Here we go. Big
We're
money.
not chasing, we're tracking.
Oh shoot!
Ugh.
So unfortunately, Sally
He
and
hears us.
Kalka, in the anticipation of finally having a clue as to what the hell is going on in their lives, they are not very stealthy at this point.
That's
Let me
okay.
see something.
This is what I'm blaming it on.
I feel confident.
This is a Christmas present.
I wish I had that excuse.
Stop eating kale and curry and bread. Oh shit! That
So,
looks intimidating.
You guys hear someone up ahead of you, like kind of like gasping for air.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're not stealthy about it.
Nope, you guys aren't stealthy about it.
Okay.
How far can I judge the distance?
About 150 feet ahead of you.
150 feet. That is a ways.
So I'm assuming
really.
there's like some bushes in front of me. Things
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
kind of thick coverage. You can't really see a whole lot, but you definitely can hear some raspy breathing.
I sprint ahead.
You sprint ahead.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you sprint ahead and
Go after him.
Okay, not a problem at all. You guys can totally do that.
I have to, but I am cussing.
And as you guys sprint forward, you find at the base of the tree the
That's
half
my
elf
lack of stealth.
totally exhausted, cut up, not moving really very much at all, just like slumped against the tree, kind of like trying to hide but failing horribly at it. He sits there in front of you at the bottom of a small tree.
Hello, Norman.
Oh, it's you, is it? I suppose you're better than the red cap. Have you come to surrender to me?
Oh my god, I thought you guys were doing some kind of inside joke. I had no idea. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Who's Norman?
Is this going to be in
Who is Norman?
I mean, Norman's from Seinfeld, but you know.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Jerry.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so you guys, the half elves, I see you're here to surrender, I suppose. What happened with the half elves and goblins, if you don't mind me asking?
Here to surrender, are we?
You know what? Fuck you, bitch. I thunder wave him against the tree.
Jesus. Let's see. He is currently saying that.
Somebody's angry. I thought we were going to try to get some answers.
We need to let him know that we are in
math.
charge. And I'm not going
Okay.
to, some condescending half-elven asshole is not going to run my life.
And we thought you looked so sweet with your
All right,
dance
do your
now.
Thunderwave spell against him with advantage because he's not moving.
Okay, so it's going to be a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. DC 13.
Oh, because he's on the ground? Or no, for him disadvantage. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. DC 13.
Yep.
God, don't kill him.
His head explodes.
Okay.
No, he is not able to get out of the way of it. And so you blast him against a tree
8 points of damage.
for 8 points of damage.
Yep. And then I look over at him and say, "Hey,
Yeah, what?
you talking to me?"
I'm stifling a laugh in the bath.
I tell Calica to get the rope.
You're you filthy gnome.
One.
Ask if are the were they I forget that. Were they goblins or orcs?
Goblins.
Goblins.
I asked him if the goblins were with you.
Karnak.
Well, since Sally decided to strike out at him, go ahead and roll for initiative, guys.
That guy just pushed my buttons.
Apparently.
Oh, God, why do I always forget how to roll for
I
initiative?
forgot. Sorry, I didn't click on myself.
All good. We'll make it work.
Oh, I didn't either. I think I keep forgetting how to do that.
All right. Yeah, I'm one less than what I was. So that's
Yeah.
fine. 10.
Do you click on the red button, the green
I-
button, or the blue button?
So
Just
that's
your
old,
icon.
That's old.
Yeah, just as long as your character's selected, like as long as you have the little box around you, then if you click it, then it goes on there.
Okay.
That goes away.
Oh, so
of
I did it
course
correctly.
My second one's always lower
Let's
than
see.
max.
We got Hart with an 8. That's good. We got Sally with 10. We got Calico with 7. All right. So Lord Karnak unfortunately beat all of you guys.
It's going to go
And
first.
since Sally is the one that decided to initiate a Thunder Wave against him, does he have
Okay.
disadvantage or anything on his attack? His next attack against you, Sally?
No. He got
Okay.
pushed back 10 feet, but it was against the
But
tree.
you bounced him off the tree, basically. Yeah.
I just bounced him off the tree.
Shouldn't that have increased his damage?
So you see his since he's coming from the ground though, he will swing up at you with disadvantage.
He does have disadvantage. Excellent.
And so 9 plus
Fuck.
that. So it doesn't matter that he has disadvantage. He still catches you on the side of the head. And you will take 7 points of damage, Sally.
Sweet mother of pearl.
I'm no longer
As he
laughing.
bashes you in the side of the head.
Sorry.
And then he is going to also take a swipe at Calica. And
What the fuck? Bring it on.
and he will. You dodge nimbly out of the way with your cat-like reflexes, though. I think. Actually, I take it back. No, you don't.
What?
Yeah, and he bashes into you for 7 points of damage, also.
I don't get it. So he rolled a 12.
Right.
What does that mean?
Plus his AC modifier, or plus
Which we don't.
his attack
Which
modifier,
we don't know.
which you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was able to catch you. He almost got out of the way, but he just barely was able to get a hold of you, and
But it's more than 18. It has to be more. It has to be
or
an 18.
tied.
Tie that number or higher.
Yeah, it's attacker wins the tie.
Okay.
All right, so bashes into both of you.
What's it do?
And it is now Sally's turn to act.
You didn't tell me how much my damage was.
7 for you.
Sweet. Constitution saving throw. I'm going to throw Shatter on him.
Let's see, con save. He fails horribly.
Boom! There's a loud explosion of thunder
Okay.
as his bones break and shatter. He takes 18 points of damage.
Holy
Wow.
fuck balls.
Yeah, so he just, you see, like,
Is he liquefied? Because that'd be cool.
not liquefied, but he just collapses completely to the ground, completely unconscious, and you see a bone sticking out of his arm with some blood, and eventually he's going to bleed to death from the devastation you just wrought upon him.
Yeah, bitch!
All right,
Okay.
Lord Karnak is dying in front of you.
All right, guys.
Hold up for a second.
Wait a minute. I go like this.
One second.
We need some answers.
Yeah.
1 second real
We needed
quick.
Let's buy. Let's.
We need to patch him up.
Yeah, we'll heal him up, bring him to 1 hit point, and then let's.
Well,
tie
I
him
think you
first,
may have
and then-
just killed him.
I'm up first, yeah.
Oh, I equaled his bit of boost.
1 second. Well,
We've
even
got some
without
rope.
that, you just killed an NPC. You just beat the shit out of an NPC.
What's an NPC?
This little half elf guy who was talking shit.
What's an NPC?
Non-player character. Why don't I see it? I know it's in here somewhere.
That totally means a lot to me, by the way.
Yeah. I feel
Lord,
bad. What
Lord
is
Karnak is a non-player character.
I guess it doesn't say it in here
Oh.
anymore. It used to.
Meaning he's not one of
I
us.
think they changed it.
Yeah.
He is
Since
not
he had, yeah. Well,
Oh, there it
since
is.
he-
I found it. Okay. Yeah, so usually
Yeah,
with
that's from
NPCs,
Lion
right,
King.
Todd? If you knock them down to 0 or less, they're basically dead, right?
It's up to you, but that's how you want to move the story
Yeah.
along. A, I can either smoke his ass, or B, you can make him unconscious.
We'll put him unconscious at your feet.
Okay.
However, as you guys watch, he starts to transform. And his
Oh my God! Is he
current
turning that gray
form
thing?
starts to melt away, and he assumes this very elongated, skinny.
Is he purple? Fuck those
Is he
things.
gray? Is it the thing that got me in water?
Very arcanic-looking, monstrous humanoid form type thing. Yes,
be
as
anything?
a matter of fact, Hart, it is the creature that you saw out of the corner of your eye when you were first kidnapped.
I bet that's the thing that kidnapped me in Waterdeep. This fucking thing right here.
Can
Not
we
for
tell
me,
him what
Bill.
it is? Do we
I don't know what it
recognize
is.
You
Make
can do
a-
Arcana check to see if you recognize what it is.
Let's
I
see
mean,
if we
Yeah.
I
know.
know what it
Well,
is. I don't
mine
know.
was
What it is.
insectoid in appearance.
No, this
Well,
is exactly.
mine was a little bitch in appearance.
Calica in her travels.
This
Let's
is
see what
the
anyone
guy.
else gets. So
Man,
Calica
so-
in her travels has actually heard of these things
I
before.
know what the fuck this is.
Um,
Little bastard.
they're known as doppelgangers.
This is
They are a monstrosity that is able to polymorph into the shape of another humanoid and take over. Also, with her excellent knowledge of this, somewhere she picked up along the way, it is able to read your surface thoughts. You can probe your mind.
Guess it's not picking up too much from me.
on touch,
I'm gonna
On
bend
touch or,
over him and say, "Hey, can you read my mind now, bitch?"
It doesn't do anything. It laser and bleeds a little more.
can it read thoughts like by? Is it only by touch or by area?
No, it can read thoughts of anything within surface thoughts of anything within 60 feet of it.
Do I know
Alright.
how to
And that's all.
That's
Or actually, I guess Calico just knows that it is able that they're able to read thoughts.
Okay.
And
Well, let's tie it
actually,
up
the reason that
and
she
do
knows
it.
about him is that her being a bounty hunter, she's actually heard of other people employing doppelgangers previously to serve as bounty hunters and assassins and things of that nature.
Does his clothes change as well when as it shifts?
No, clothes stay exactly the same, actually.
All right, let's check his pockets and everything.
Okay. Let's see here.
Can we do that while we patch him up? We don't.
Yeah,
I don't want him
you guys
dying.
can patch him up. Go
we
ahead.
told
I mean,
you that we wanted to tie him up, right?
yeah. Actually,
Do you want-
Atrax shows back up. He turns back on, powers up for a minute, casts or you guys can choose. Do you want Atrax to do a cure wounds for you, or do you just want to do a little medical and keep him from dying from at 1 hit point?
As long as if we can tie him up before he dies, I want to tie him up good beforehand and not like.
Yeah, you can tie him up.
Yeah, that's
Tie him
what I
up.
wanted to make sure. Do I know if tying him up will incapacitate him?
You don't
Like-
know that necessarily.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to tie him up secure enough that he can't like shapeshift like
Can I tie him up
into
with
like
my
a
thorn
kid and
whip?
get out of this.
What was that?
Can I
Calico?
tie him up with my thorn whip?
You
Would it
can wrap.
provide a little bit more magical, like.
So you could definitely wrap your thorn whip around, but you're going to do damage to him probably as you wrap your thorn whip around him.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Any damage he takes unconscious, has a high chance of killing his ass.
Yeah.
Oh well, we wouldn't want to do that, Saliana, would we?
Well, no, I just thought it was best to
Fucking
render
bear.
him unconscious. See, I knew it
I
was.
thunder waved him, and then I did this. But just don't worry, he's unconscious. Oh, I just used my two strongest shits against him. No big deal.
Well, I could pee on him, but I'll refrain. I'll
Do it, pussy. Sorry, that's the wine talking.
that's
Yeah, so you guys can totally tie him up if you want to. That's not a
All right.
problem. You can try and make sure it's extra secure.
yeah. I recommend Tabby use a testicle cuff on him. That way we can make sure.
I got that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and then Atrax can heal.
Okay, so Atrax will cast his healing spell on him. And he will
We're gonna
heal
heal
him
him for
for
wounds,
10
right?
points of damage. So
Ooh,
Okay.
hey, good.
he
I'm
snaps out of it and
Let's blindfold him too.
regains his consciousness.
Yeah, blindfold would be good.
Sure, you can blindfold him.
We tied him to the tree, right? Or did we not tie
Yeah.
him to the tree?
I say we did. Like
Yeah.
that was the intent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you
was
like wrap
my
him basically
intent.
from
That
head to
was
toe
the
as much
intent.
as you can tie him to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better suspending him from a tree.
Could have done that too.
Cuz-
Yeah, he wait. What? Oh.
Tell us your mission,
Ma-
doppelganger.
Master Vortavu is going to be most upset. That
Master who?
Matabo.
apparently he was correct about you three and your abilities. I can see that they are growing in you already.
Mm.
Yeah, Master Vortavu.
Vertahu with a V?
Vurtavu. Vortavu. Vortavu.
Yourself?
What's that?
So do you make these names up yourself?
For the most part.
That's part of the fun.
I know. That was my favorite part of our other adventure thing I did.
Okay.
You guys, if you knew my other name is awesome.
It is actually.
All right, so
Who is Master
Yeah.
Otavu. I'm trying to read
Ask
it.
that and say if he doesn't answer, we're gonna
Flick him in the balls.
loose on you again.
He doesn't have it, or
He doesn't have balls.
yeah, he doesn't have any balls.
Good to know.
In this form, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say? The three of you just let me go, and we'll forget about this. I'll take you back. Master Vertavu won't have to send anyone else after you. He's not going to give up. He's going to come for you further. You might as well surrender.
Why?
I smack him.
So, can we be persuasive or
Yeah, how many more
You
heals
can
do we
be
got?
persuasive. You can be intimidating.
It sounds like we need to be more persuasive than intimidating because this
I
guy
don't know. I could try
is kind of a
persuasive,
cocky
but
bastard.
I hit him with 2 spells. I don't know if my persuasion would be.
Very effective at this point.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll say, well.
I'll try persuasion first.
All right, let's.
I shall try persuasion.
All right, roll for persuasion against this guy.
Use
All
Sally
right.
as a threat.
Sally is a threat. Yeah, there you go. All right.
14.
I'm going to assist her.
All right. Give her some advantage.
Does that mean I do it again? Oh.
You just rolled advantage. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I don't roll. You just roll again. My bad. I'm not even drinking wine. Shit.
Sucker. I did it again. What did I get? 15.
15.
All right.
There we go.
Am I persuasive?
You'll find out eventually anyways. You're not going to escape. It's so silly that you keep trying.
Well, we
I
have to
mean,
have some kind
it
of
was
idea.
impressive that you handled the blights, and apparently there was something that went on with you and the furballs. I see that you're wearing furball clothing. Oh, how nice of you. I'm not sure how you made friends with those filthy beasts. Oh, such
That's
ignorant
not
creatures.
your problem. Let's just give us an idea. We have no idea what is going
Since you're
on.
eventually going to be captured anyways, I suppose it doesn't matter if I tell you that Master Vertavu wanted you for his army. He was going to wipe your simple peasant minds and recruit you into his force.
And what is his force for? Like, what does he think we have the power to do?
I don't have all the details, but I know that there is something currently going on within... Hold on for 1 second. I need to look something up before I misspeak. I was about to say something, and I'm like, that's not quite right.
I need to do some fact checking before
Yeah.
I give my evil villain spiel.
Hold on, let me get my drunken tabaxi on. So,
There you go.
what are we going to be used in this army for?
All right.
I'm JK. This wine is pretty good, though.
Yeah, basically this is fact checking is what this is. You're exactly right.
Hatteras Red, sweet muscadine. Anybody?
Let's see.
Comes from North
Where's
Carolina.
that? Where's that?
Duplin County, right next to the county I grew up in.
Why doesn't...
You gotta like muscadine
Book
grapes.
this work.
If you don't, it's nasty.
I don't know if I've ever had them.
They're the big baddies.
Yeah.
Sour.
You ever heard of
It's a cheap bottle of wine. Just buy it.
1 second. Sorry for the delay. Just gotta make sure I get this right.
Get the Hatteras Red, though. The
This
Hatteras
is
Red.
important. And I wasn't expecting
read
to have to
it.
give you guys all the information.
Well, you heart us deep down. You don't want us to die.
All right, so my master is currently trying to prevent the invasion of your plane, you fool mortals. The 9 hells are amiss. There is great upheaval, and they are going to break through into the material plane in the near future. And Master is trying to prevent it from taking place. He likes this plane just how it is. He likes you silly mortals and being able to manipulate you and do with you what he wishes. And so he's recruiting your silly souls. For some reason, the three of you, as pathetic as you are, have been highlighted as having
actually,
some
but-
value. Now, granted, you somehow survived the red cap, and I don't know how you managed to get one on this plane and send it towards me, disrupting my plans. So you must have some abilities to you. But really, this is all quite foolish. Without Master Vartavu, your plane will fall. He's really your only hope.
So we're talking about a fly plane or
The material plane that you exist on. So basically what he is telling you guys is
how
that
foolish of me.
Master Vartavu is going around and kidnapping beings. If you remember, those cells were wiping the minds of individuals that were in them.
To create a wiped mind army.
Basically, he wipes
to
your
protect
mind,
our
and then
plane.
go ahead and do our Arcana check. Let's see. Wait, nope, you guys don't know what Master Vartavu is yet.
Why
But apparently he has some connection to the Nine Hells, and is...
do we know what the 9 hells are?
You can do Arcana check for that.
Is he from the
I
Nine
don't.
Hells? What plane is he from?
What are their planes?
One second, let me
Baylor.
see.
What level?
Ugh.
The
I know nothing.
Same.
We know nothing.
We're doing
Lord
Arcana.
Karnak has no idea where
Sally,
Master
we need you to
Vartavu
know
is
what the-
where Vartavu is from.
we
Okay.
need you to know what the 9 hells are.
He knows that he's powerful. He has
What
an
race
entire
is
keep
he?
to himself.
What race is he? Is he a
He
Watafu?
doesn't know that,
Does he
actually.
have wing? Does he have clove feet, wings, horns, long tail? Does he wield a whip?
I've told you too much already.
I walk over and I poke him in
Oh,
the eye.
come
All right,
on.
you're going to try to do intimidation check?
Sally,
You're going to try to
stop.
intimidate him?
Stop.
I'll stop before I get
I'm
there.
sorry. I will stop him. Lord
Alright.
Karnak or whatever your name is.
You guys can
What's
try
your
to keep
real
the
name?
information, but you're going to have to do another persuasion check because he's feeling like he's giving you guys way more information than they should have already.
I will
Alright.
say
He's pretty sure he's going to be killed by Vartavu if he ever finds out what's
Nope.
taking place.
I am no longer persuasive. Sally is persuasive.
I will
I
tell
flicked
him.
him in the balls. Sally got the recovery.
And so he basically kind of like shivers and crumples before he's like, just let me go. Vartavu's going to kill me, certainly. Might as well kill me yourself. I'm done for now.
What?
And breaks into like this hideous fucking what you guess is crying for a doppelganger.
We know.
So
I hate
who
that.
else? Who else?
I can give you riches. I'm quite wealthy.
I don't need riches, and I hold up my severed owlbear claw.
What were you going to ask him?
I need to know the name of his other lieutenants. Who else is out searching?
I don't know their names. I don't speak their hideous language. Those foul demonic creatures.
So they are demons. Okay.
Oh God, he's gonna kill me.
Would you like us to?
No.
When is the breach supposed to take place? And what creatures?
I'm not sure. Sometime in the near future. He was going to.
Would you like us to kill you
He
quickly?
was going to train you all and take you to the Nine Hells to do battle for him.
Is your master on this plane currently?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck a plane is.
The plane is where you exist. So there's multiple planes within D&D. So Earth, Heaven, and Hell, right? Earth would be one plane. Heaven would be a plane. Hell's a plane. In
Yeah,
D&D, there's about 20 different, at least, if not more.
Yeah. So
There's
there's
an
like for all
elemental,
of your
chaos.
Is there a
Yeah,
plane?
yeah.
Oh, the planes are in the DMG, not the player's handbook. That's
yeah,
right.
all of your alignment, like there's an actual like physical plane for like all of the alignments and everything. So there's like a plane of chaotic evil,
Yeah.
lawful evil.
The Fey creature you guys saw before came from the Fey plane.
Yeah, and so we are in Forgotten Realms. That is a
Prime.
Yeah, the prime or the material plane.
Yeah.
And then some of the planes you can only get through spells, some of them through gates. And then for hell, there's different layers of hell that demons can be from.
You said that the Forgotten Plane is the what plane? Or the Forgotten Realm is the what plane?
Or on the
Prime
prime.
material.
You're in the prime or the material plane.
Which is the basic where everybody
That's the
comes from?
basic. Yeah, that's the that's
For humans,
Forgotten.
yeah, but,
That's Faerun.
Other.
Don't mind me, I'm just taking notes like a noob.
All good. Trust me, everybody takes notes in this game. You're good.
And I totally
Yeah.
spelled it like airplane, not plane. Because I just picture us floating higher and higher.
No, it's spelled plane, Plane.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
All right.
not how I spelled it.
What do you guys want to do with this guy?
That's fly.
I
I'm
need to know.
seriously asking him if he wants us to sympathy kill him.
I break his finger.
Damn. All right, so you're going with intimidation now. Roll intimidation check.
Nah, I'm not going to do
I don't
that.
have a doppelganger finger yet.
Oh, you'll have one.
Oh
in about
my
5
god.
minutes.
So, Josh, or Hart, go ahead and roll intimidation on that.
To see if you can get his
See if we can get some more information. I want to know if there are any like keywords or passwords. Or
He was reading your mind at the time, Hart,
Mhm.
and he didn't believe you.
What's the symbol? What's the
Art, do you
device?
really want that finger? Let me give you some inspiration.
Well, I just don't think it's very. I don't know if it would. I'm not that
I'll-
serious because I think it'll just like dissolve into something else. Like
I'll stand behind you while you're trying to do your intimidation to help you, and I'll like act like I'm gonna flick him in the balls.
you got like a cup I could like put it in case it's like
if it turns all gooey on you.
yeah.
1 second.
Maybe we can use the top and bottom of the owlbear.
He's
beak
still not
to,
convinced.
chew it off
Yeah.
Damn. Ew.
with their powers
no,
combined.
sir.
Jesus.
I got that reference. Woohoo! Now you guys are on my level.
Yeah, so he's
I
stolen
played
in front of
it,
his
yeah.
head's hanging, and he's.
So do you really not like? I was asking him seriously if he wants
Okay.
us to do a sympathy killing.
No, he doesn't. He would much rather stay alive and run away for his life.
Would you like to give us one of your fingers?
Oh God, you foul creatures!
Well,
We hate you.
We hate you.
All right, Schmiegel, calm down.
I'll
I was just asking.
what's the name of the army that's breaking through the prime material plane? What were those creatures running in the back of the dragon? That you can
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah, who are those? Those are obviously counter to everything.
Yeah. Let's see. That was to be one of the new lieutenants once its mind was wiped. There seemed to be a problem in the process, though. The space goblin, as you fools seem to have called it. God, you need to learn how to shield your minds. The space goblin had its own mental powers, and so it was unable to have its mind wiped. It's actually the one that broke majority of creatures out of the cell.
And what's the creature called?
Space goblin is what he'll call it because that's what you called it. He read your mind and got
What
space
is
goblin
my
from you
mind
as you were
saying
thinking
right
about
now?
it, but he doesn't know what it's called besides that.
Okay.
He knows
He's
that it's
baffled
not
by
that it was supposed to be it was going to be one of the lieutenants. It was one of the more powerful creatures there.
Okay.
What is my mind saying right now?
I don't want to tell you.
Well, quit being a fucking smartass.
All right. So
And
what are
tell
you gonna do
us
with
what
this?
you know, because we got to get going. Tired.
You should just leave me here. Just go.
Ty,
Just
to the
leave me
tree.
here to die. It's fine.
Should we summon a warg first?
Just silly barbarian. You can't summon things.
Oh,
Did we
I'm
find
sorry.
anything in his pockets?
I don't know. Do you guys ever search him?
No, we have not.
I thought he
I-
turns naked. Oh no, you
I
said he
will.
had this. No, because you said he had the same clothes on, so you did say.
Yeah, we
searched
took care
him
of
once
him.
tied
We
him
made
up.
sure to tie him up and everything before we started searching them. So I'll start now.
Alright, 1 second.
Callie, you might want to check his ass while we're checking his clothes.
No problem.
Jesus. Just in case he had something there.
Make sure you use your claws.
No problem. I got my owlbear claw.
That's right.
Scoop it out. That is disgusting, by the way. Like, I can't believe I just said that.
I don't make up the rules. I'm just telling you. So.
What was disgusting?
I just used my owlbear claw to scoop out his ass.
Oh wow, that's kind of fucked up.
Wow, you missed it.
That is fucked up.
What's more fucked up is the fact that I actually pictured it while I was doing it.
Jesus. Okay, so this one's going as explicit on that.
I thought they all were.
This is what gave
No,
D&D
I
a
actually
bad
changed
rap
it so
back
they're
in
not
the
all
day.
explicit anymore.
It is.
Oh, put them all as explicit.
I mean, it's fine if we are. I don't care. I'm going to mark them individually because I don't have to do the whole thing as explicit. All right, so 1 second here. Let's see.
Okay, Hart. After we
Here's
search
what you guys find on him.
Now I feel censored. I have to turn off.
You find a potion of some kind.
not
We
later.
got a lot of those.
Do any of us recognize the potion?
Um,
Is there
Yeah, I
special
pull it out,
color?
show it to everybody.
1 second. Let me get the rest of these, and then we'll figure out what you guys recognize.
I
What
mean,
you
we're
don't.
watching you pull it out. You can't.
You guys pull out a potion of greater healing. You recognize that.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're lucky he wasn't able to pop the top off. And
We should give that to Callie because she's always up in the front lines.
Yeah.
he has a bow with him sitting on the ground that you guys notice as you start to search him. And on his back, he has a brace full of the finest looking arrows that you guys have ever seen.
Oh, he's got a bow.
I'm not
Yeah.
proficient in bow, so I
You can
mean,
use a bow.
He has a short bow with him, or actually, we'll say long bow.
I can use a
And
bow.
he has a 20. He has, how many of these would he have? He has 10 arrows that seem to be of exceptionally fine craftsmanship, to the point that you believe they are +1 arrows.
I'll take those.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I good at a bow?
Yes, as a barbarian, you would have martial
Because
weapons.
It's under what?
It'd be a martial weapon,
It's
a
a martial
longbow.
weapon.
Okay. And then I'll take the longbow.
Okay.
Heart.
Um,
Can I have a couple of those?
Yeah, you can take. I have some normal arrows. You want to take those?
Sure, bitch.
Okay. Take 10.
Okay. I got normal arrows with a longbow.
Woo.
But I also have my
hey, at least
Beer.
you got something.
and my whip.
And you get the potion
And
of
my
greater
horn.
healing. Potion of greater healing too. Don't forget.
Potion of greater healing and potion of clairvoyance.
Those would be great later for like getting the drop on somebody. Like earlier, if things went south with the goblins, like me and you could have both prepared like our shot arrows like to initiate combat, and probably just take out somebody right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Rain-
And you
got the
guys
element
also
of
find a bag of
surprise thing.
gems in his pocket that, if you had to take a wild guess, you would say it was worth about 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
Hold it for 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab something.
Sally,
I'm
hold
gonna
on to
cast-
that
I'm
shit.
casting detect magic. Detect magic. Okay.
Take magic. Okay, so we what I was trying to do while we were like over the break is try to figure out what the freak all of us have.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Not yet.
is there a place that we can all write down like what we have so we can see it? Or do we just have to keep track of each other? Or
Yeah, is there? Well, yeah. In Roll20, I don't think there is.
Yeah,
Is
we
there
need
a way we can have like a notebook, like in our
Cool. All right. There we go. We're about to lose
like
power.
journal area that we can
Yeah.
write our own stuff in?
All right, there we go.
shared
Like-
journal. We can make it. John could create a journal
Mhm.
that's shared that all of us can edit.
So you guys
That
can all
would
keep
be
track of
good.
stuff? Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, for items and just for some general notes would be nice.
Cool. Yeah, I can do that.
We can keep
All
our
right,
points
so
there and stuff too. Because we're all at the same point level, correct?
EXP. Yeah.
You guys are ahead of me a little bit.
All right. So what do you guys want to do with the Lord here?
I'm going to throw a detect magic just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
10 minutes.
Okay. Go ahead and throw detect magic.
I'll just cast it as a spell, so I don't have to wait.
Okay.
Or
Sorry.
I'll burn a slot.
And you guys also find a holy cow, I can't think of the type of weapon he's carrying with him. Oh my gosh. Long, narrow sword.
Rapier?
Rapier, yeah. You guys find a rapier on him too. But no, nothing glows magic.
Okay.
Does anybody extremely proficient at a rapier?
Does the longbow glow magic?
No, it does not.
So it's just nicely made. So just those arrows, the potion bottle glow magic.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a finely crafted rapier.
Yes, it is finely crafted rapier. Yep.
I can use a rapier.
It's of good quality.
I'll take the rapier. No
I
one
think-
minds.
Because I don't know like how
that'd
much
be
stuff I'm supposed to carry.
The only person to use it, but I have daggers and bows and stuff and darts, so I'm.
That's what I was gonna say. I have a whip. I have a
fucking saucy as shit with the rapier. So I think.
Yeah.
because I have the bow, the whip, and a spear in my claw. So I'm like, how much do I need?
And you're
Yeah,
out
well,
there.
eventually we got to get you a big axe.
Am I out there? Yeah, I love the double-ended axe or the
We
double-sided
gotta
axe.
get you a
Or
real
halibut. I really want to use a halibut, and I haven't got to yet.
Well, I bet you when we get to the dwarven caves, we can do that.
All right.
And hey, I'm gonna say, look over there, a baby rabbit, and I take my dagger and ram it in the back of his skull.
Wow. Damn. Go ahead and roll a with advantage to attack as he's tied up there.
I need to perceive whether something has rattled his brain. Because
Well,
he seems.
We can't remotely let this guy live. There's just no way.
Oh wait, there's my perception. 16. Has something rattled his brain?
Which person's brain?
Sally.
Sally. I mean, no more than usual.
Yeah.
Okay, because he is acting quite aggressive.
Yeah.
This-
We look and there is no rabbit.
Yeah. So you you take your dagger and just bury it deep into the side of his neck. He howls out and
I'll do that thing from Saving
He's dead.
Private Ryan where I go, shh.
damn, fucking dark. Jesus.
I know. What the hell is wrong with him? Weren't you just on vacation?
And you guys have killed
A doppelganger.
I did not think he would die this time. All right, Lord
Um,
Karnak is dead.
I would like to
Ryan
cut the
said-
glands out of his neck.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The
Why are you
glands.
doing it? You had a
Doppelgangers.
finger.
Make fantastic components for like potions and things like that.
Okay,
You
you
know-
can harvest. Go ahead.
You know what, John? I
What
really
happened to your
feel
volume?
I feel guilty because I really can't. I have nothing to put anything in. I don't have vials. I don't have anything to really store it in. So I will kick the ground in disgust that I have nothing available.
Doesn't-
You
Hard
find a
have some
couple of
empty potion
empty.
bottles?
You find a couple of empty potion
Yeah.
bottles on him. He's been out running the woods by himself. He's used.
I think I have an empty vial. On me still.
Okay, let's get a vial of doppelganger blood then, just for giggles and grins.
All right. Can you?
All right, check your volume.
Me?
Yes,
Can you hear me or not?
I hear you.
barely.
Yeah, you're just slightly softer than you were.
Huh.
Yeah.
Strange.
Can we?
Not sure why.
Can we just cut off his finger and?
I was
the
gonna
blood from
say,
there.
get him a finger.
Actually, I want to check.
I don't know where I'm gonna let
I
it
hear
rock, but
I hear you.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I wouldn't just normally slay, but these things are evil. They
They-
work for a demon. You know.
I was gonna say because I'm chaotic good. I don't think of tearing people up. So, what is your alignment?
I'm neutral good.
So, I mean, is that really something we do?
For this creature, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a monster. It's
Yeah.
not a human. It's a monstrosity.
Yeah.
You actually,
Okay.
Calica, you would be the one that
If
would
he's
know
in
that.
the monster book, we can tear him up.
He is in the monster book.
Well,
Okay.
if we had captured an elf, I wouldn't do that to an elf. Or if I had captured a
No,
human-
because an elf is in this book, which is the hand guide. This is the monster book.
no, and I can't think of any positive
I
outcome
got
for.
you.
We had to kill this thing.
Yes, the world is probably better with one less
If we let him
doppelganger out there.
live, he would get out. He
Right.
would
Change shape. We
and-
never know who he was.
Yeah.
Right.
And he'd be
Right.
after you again, probably.
and and the master would know
Right.
our
Right.
whereabouts.
He would tell him.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Good job.
Man.
That's not how I expected all that to go down, but well done.
Yeah, because Sally came in like a fucking nutcase. I have I'm having a hard time hearing him. So
You having
I
trouble
had to
hearing
hit
me?
him. I had to hit him hard, man. We had to hit this guy
One second.
hard.
Let me check.
And when he made 2 attacks in that one round, I
Yeah.
figured he had some mojo, so I didn't want to deal with it.
Let's see
Yeah.
here.
So,
oh yeah, when he first jumped up and hit you and then me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to hear me, Calico. I don't know why you can't.
Yeah, I was gonna be.
Everybody else
stabbing
can hear me
him in the
okay,
leg or something.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. It's just it dropped significantly from where it was.
Great.
Wait,
don't
wait.
know why.
Wait, Tabby.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick test. Hold up your wine bottle. That's why it dropped.
No, it did not. Mother effer.
How's that sound? Any better?
That's much better. Thank
Okay.
you.
There you go. So,
Yeah, I
Just
think
had
it's
to
just a
reset it.
position of like.
I just had to reset it
Getting
real
back.
quick. I don't know why,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. No, that was awesome.
Cool.
Drinking does not affect my eating.
Well done, guys. Well done. You didn't get killed by a red cap. You didn't get killed by an owlbear. You didn't get killed by goblins and a half elf leading them. And
God, I knew what that red cap was. I was like, God, that is I did not want to do it.
Now,
So-
Yeah, that was not.
this is our dilemma.
I definitely spent a little bit of time today chatting online with people, trying to decide what would be the effect. If you guys had done a higher nature check, you would have identified the fact that there was a mushroom, an odd-looking mushroom growing in the blood and the soil there. And if
That
you guys had
quickly?
a higher arcana check, you would have recognized that it was actually, the start of a red cap forming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I actually spent some time online discussing with people, trying to figure out what would happen if you guys found the mushroom, picked it, and decided to eat it. And what would be the results of that?
Oh
That's
my
correct.
God. Good thing the chef wasn't with us.
Yeah.
He would
Indeed.
totally ate it.
So, yeah, well done, guys. I'll figure out XP after this and post it via Slack like usual. And good job.
Thank you. Hey, and if you can create that journal for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Actually, I can do that right
That
now.
would be cool.
Let me see.
Yeah, because I have like. Yeah.
I have a list of stuff too.
Because listening through 10 podcasts over and over and over again just to make sure we have everything caught up is,
Name.
I mean,
Yeah.
I really do hate
Campaign
my voice on these things.
Journal.
Just saying.
All players can be edited by all players. And there you guys go. There should be a journal that you guys all
Under-
have access to edit now.
Nice. I have a list of just about everything we found in the lair of the.
Yeah, you guys have quite a bit of stuff at this point that you're hauling
We
around with
do.
you. It's
And-
not to the point of like some of the ridiculous. Not to the point that you guys can't handle it, but it's
No, it's for our level because
Yeah,
when
you
we
guys are
ever
doing
get where
okay.
we're going, we haven't spent any gold yet. We haven't bought.
right.
I need backpack. I need musical instruments. I need all
Yeah.
sorts of shit once we hit civilization. So I
Yeah,
mean,
most of my
Yeah.
stuff would be able to fit inside of besides my weapons, everything would fit in a small pouch.
Yeah.
And just from the tombs that we were in the first time with all of the rings and the jewelry and all that stuff and the potions, that after the fact that we did all of the
And
making
actually,
of stuff,
one
We-
other item that you guys find on him as you're searching him, you guys find a. Let's see, what one was he carrying? He is carrying a
Limited wish.
yeah. No, he's carrying a
I'm smiling,
Is
but
it
I
a
don't
thieves
know
pack?
that.
I think it's called a thieves pack.
oh, okay, yeah.
thieves tools, thieves pack.
No, not tools.
It's a
The,
it's a backpack for.
Yeah. That's not
Oh, you can drop a file into here, so we don't even have to type it on here. We can.
No, we need to type it here. Hang on. I'm putting something in there right now. Wait, what do you see this?
While he's doing that, I'll look at this real quick. You guys find on him because he was heading out looking for you guys anyways. Let's see.
Okay, there's her book.
You guys find a burglar's pack on him.
That's
So you guys have all the gear that would be in a burglar's pack, which comes to means you guys have. Well, it's in the player's handbook, so you don't have to copy all this down. You can look it up later on page 151 under equipment packs. But you guys have 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days rations, tinderbox, a water skin, and 50 feet of hemp rope.
That is significant.
Along with the backpack itself.
Burglar's pack, you said?
Yeah, burglar's pack. Yep.
All right.
Page 151.
Yep. He left when he came looking for you guys. That's his standard gear that he would carry with him, pretty much when he's trying to fit in his the various circles that he
Crowbars,
that he usually would travel in.
We don't have oil cans, but we have crowbars. I got it.
Exactly.
Fun. All right, so you said that we have to get to 2,700 to be at the next level.
Yeah, I'll figure out what the actual experience is for you guys. I got to do some math and figure it all out and figure out what you guys get and what you don't get.
So why, Todd, why are you not at the same level as us?
You guys, no, we're the same level. I'm just a little behind you because you guys had the Christmas adventure. So you guys got like 500 or 600 experience points.
525.
Yep.
You're 525 less than us. Okay, cool.
So good job, guys. I'm going to go ahead and kill the Twitch stream. Hey, to anybody out there in Twitch, appreciate you guys watching us. Make sure to follow the actual Twitch channel itself. You can also follow us on Twitter we're still using the Blue Elephant Brigade podcast. Twitter account is our main Twitter account, so BEB Pod. Facebook, you can find both the Blue Elephant Brigade network page, and then you can also find Debauchery and Dragons group on Facebook, where we post a bunch of stuff. We have an Instagram account out there. We got a Tumblr account out there, too, that nobody actually looks at. So, yeah, we're all over the place. And, of course, you can follow the podcast. If you're watching us on Twitch, you're actually a little bit ahead of where the podcast is at. I was hoping to have another episode coming out tomorrow morning. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe Thursday morning there might be a new episode that gets posted to the podcast. So, good stuff, guys. Good times.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.